Hello and welcome back to Chaos on the Clocktower. I am Smarty, your shared XP storyteller for today, and we were going to run some homebrew scripts today. That was the plan, to find some crazy homebrew scripts and run those. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. In fact, you may have realised they've been running the World Cup for the scripts of the official Blood on the Clocktower app. And as part of that, they've released a new character called the Hermit. The Hermit's an outsider. We'll talk a bit more about it in a minute. Let's get into the room and let's go and talk to Em. But this one's going to be interesting. Let's go to it. So, as always, I'm joined by Em, who's going to be helping me storytell today. Hello, hello.
Hi.
So, Hermit, new character on the script. Basically, I'm going to bring it up now. If we have a look here, the Hermit says, you have all outsider abilities, -0 or -1 outsider. Now, to clarify, that's not every outsider ever. That is just the ones on this script. But what that means is that if we put the Hermit in, which we're going to do, we're clearly going to put the Hermit in, then the Hermit has the abilities of all of the outsiders, the Recluse, the Hatter, and the Mutant. Essentially, the Hermit in this game becomes a really powerful Hatter who registers as a minion or a demon if we want them to, and can't tell anyone they're an outsider. So we're going to try potentially another script after this that might be more difficult, but this is a nice intro. This is the kind of suggested script to run on. I don't know, Emma, have you seen or played Hermit yet? I know it's only been out a couple of days.
No, not yet, no. Just seen it, just seen the streams.
It does feel like there's lots of chaos in potential with it, so we'll see how this goes.
If only we had a group of chaotic players who were willing to indulge in that.
I know, and you know, if only you had a storyteller who didn't give a shit about what happens. Oh no! Right, let's go back to town. Let's go see how the town feel about things, I suppose.
Oh,
hello, town.
Hello.
Hello. You are live on Twitch.
Oh.
So say hello to the people. We were just talking about the fact that we are going to be running a couple of Hermit scripts today. I don't know if anyone has seen any Hermit games or played any Hermit games, considering it was only a couple of days ago. Has anyone seen a game yet? I know Mickey has, because me and her watched one last night.
Yeah.
Amy has.
They died really early, though.
Ooh, okay, so get ready for some chaos. We're going to wrap your game. We'll be right back. Before I go any further, Red Panda, thank you for your subscription. Thank you. All right, everyone else, you can take a break while Em and I scheme and plot your demise, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, so let's. Oh yeah, we've got 9 players, so we need 2 outsiders.
Oh my god.
We can if we want to take out an outsider if we want to. The Hermit's going to know this much.
I think it would be better to take out an outsider.
For this first
Use
one.
that minus. Yeah. Because otherwise it's going to be so.
Or
with that Hatter as well.
hear me out. We have a Hermit and a Mutant. 2 players who can't say what they are, which means the Hermit and the Mutant might hide each other.
Okay.
It's the only thing I'm thinking as another way around it. I mean,
yes. That's it. Okay, that's good. I like
and then it doesn't mess with the outsider count. It's one less thing to account for.
Yeah.
They'll have to account for who's telling the truth, right?
Can we put the Serenovus in then? So we've got some more madness.
Okay.
And people can potentially be like mad that they are the Hermit or whatever.
Nice.
Gives people that.
There are some jinxes for the Serenovus. So for the Serenovus in the script, if we put the Goblin, we're not going to put the Goblin in. It's fine. We only need 1 minion, so it doesn't apply to us. So all good. I'm not going to put the Oho in for the simple fact that if you just say I want the Hermit to die, the game it's not exciting. It's not exciting for me. I'm intrigued by the Fangu, but that means we have to put another outsider in, or we could just leave it as it is and say we've taken 1 away and added 1 in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Or we can go in and just keep the demon simple.
Yeah. Or no dash in. That brings the poison in. Poison would, yeah.
I think for this first one, I'm inclined to go simple
Yeah.
with the imp and see how much, because obviously once the hermit dies, Eva's going to have a choice to make about changing anyway because of the Hatter ability. So
How exciting.
we're probably going to get a different type of demon, I would imagine, once the hermit dies. Then, townsfolk. I like the farmer. I know a lot of people don't like the farmer. I like the farmer as a confirmation thing. If you had to pick starting information between a chef and a librarian, probably chef, right?
At this point, yes, because the librarian confirms there's outsiders, and we're trying to hide the outsider.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Yeah, let's do that. All right, cool. And then the question is, what else do we want to put in for this one? We need 3 more. Let's put an artist in.
Oh, for Artie watching at home, the artist is in.
For Artie, our other director, who's not with us today. Oracle, Balloonist. Never played a general, but I don't like the idea of having to quantify how well someone's doing. I think that's really difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah.
So yeah, I'm inclined to go.
And it's almost treated like a start knowing as well, like a bit of a throwaway one.
I'm going to put the fortune teller in on the simple basis that they'll have 3 red herrings. Right.
That's so mean. So
let's put that in. And then let's do the same with the Oracle. Because the Oracle might learn.
Love it.
Yeah, that there are 3 dead players and 2 dead evil players, and not a single dead evil player will be alive. Oh, that's delicious. Okay, all right, that should work. Let's send them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Luke the Imp, Major Ceremony. Let's do some setup before we go any further. Danny the Hermit.
Brian's the mutant again.
Brian is the mutant again. I will say I'm quite glad Danny's the Hermit. For those of you who didn't know this, a couple of nights ago I got an emergency message in the channel like, can somebody please join our game? We need 1 more person to join the game for 1 more vote. So I came along, the nice guy that I am, came and joined this game for 1 vote, lost the game because Danny was evil. So I'm on a revenge streak against Danny anyway. It's fine.
It wasn't just Danny.
No, but Danny was the one that I voted on. Danny was the one that I was told.
Danny.
Yeah. So no, I'm holding it against Danny.
What is your win streak now?
I don't know. Let's have a look. I'll expose it to everyone. Really
Let's have a look.
53.
Oh, okay, I'm at 52.
53, and then
what's your storyteller win rate?
It's dropped a bit. 46% evil.
I
used to be 50-50. I used to be 50-50. So I need to do some rebalancing. Right, let's do some work here. Fortune teller. Let's give them. I'm tempted to give them the farmer as the red herring.
Oh my gosh.
And then, because then we've got farmer, we've got mutant, we've got hermit. That are all red herrings to the fortune teller, potentially. Don't need to set anything up for anyone else. There's 0 for the chef.
Be a chef's in it. Yeah.
Mutant. Cool. Grand. Okay.
Oh, he's gonna be fuming.
Let's go and see what town wants to say before we go to sleep.
Madison.
Hello, folks.
Hello.
Have you all got a token?
Yes.
Jolly good old chap. Well, in that case, you can go to sleep, and we shall see you in a little while. Chin chin, period. Tip top. See you later. Bye bye. AKA get lost. See you later. Right, bye.
Yeah, I'll ask you to use the camera. I don't know about Madison. I've not played that one. I think it was on my list somewhere. I have a list somewhere.
All right, I'm just putting in the bluffs now. I'm going to go with empath.
Yep.
I'm going to go with balloonist to give them the outsider, like messing with potential, and part of me wants to go general and see what someone does with it. Because empath's a strong one, so we'll give them a couple of weaker ones there.
That message from Danny to you.
Yeah, I'm sure you can read it there.
I find it hard to believe that you don't do these things on purpose.
Call during the night. We'll call her because she is the newest character as well. We'll make sure she understands how everything's running.
Right, who have we got first?
Minion info first. Actually, a lot of people would be like,
just do demon then.
Yeah, demon then minion. Respect the night order, but in this case, it really doesn't matter. So
no.
Hello.
Hello, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Oh, actually, I'm evil. I'm evil. How are you?
Well,
Yeah.
pissed off. You obviously killed me and them in the night and left our bodies on the clock tower.
Rude.
It's just rude.
Sorry. It stuff happens.
Stuff
I won't-
happens. Is this how we're going to excuse murder? Anyway. We're here to tell you that your minion for this game
Ooh.
is Sarah.
I'm loving that. Yeah.
Okay. And then the bluffs we've chosen for you:
Okay.
balloonist,
Yeah.
general.
I quite like. I've never played general. That would be good.
Figure we'll throw it in there, and empath.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a general. All right. Yeah. Perfect.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. We'll see you in a bit.
They.
Bye.
All right. That's easy enough. Now let's get Sarah in. Hello, hello.
Hello.
So, Sarah Novus. I'm guessing you want to know who your demon is.
That would be good, thanks.
Yeah, all right then. Your demon for this game is Luke.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yes, the chocker guard becomes the boss. Now, as Sarah Novus, you can pick someone to be mad about being something else. They have to be mad about being a good character, but you can pick anyone else, and if they're not mad about being that character, me and them might just execute them at the end of the day. So,
Okay.
is there anyone you'd like to target for today?
Danny.
Of course you would. And who would you like Danny to be mad about being?
The farmer.
The farmer. Danny mad about being the farmer. Great. We will sort that out for you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so
Remind me, what happens if the mutant or the hermit are mad that they are the mutant or the hermit? Do they die?
So here's the thing, right? If they are actually the mutant and they're made Sarah Novus mad to be mad about the mutant, they're fucked.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Because
okay.
the mutant. But the storyteller can have leniency though, right? So the storyteller doesn't have to execute them if they break madness. So the storyteller might decide that they're in enough of a bind and they're just going to let it carry on, but that might then hurt the mutant more. There's all sorts of ways that it might go a bit skewing, right? But yeah, if it's not really a mutant, it doesn't matter if they break madness. For the mutant ability, it's only the Sarah Novus you need to worry about. So it's a little bit different. But yeah, if they're actually the thing that you Sarah Novus them into, it's a very different story. If someone makes someone, if someone was to Sarah Novus Danny into being the hermit, we've got all sorts of things to work out. So let's hope it doesn't go that crazy, because my brain power is always good to be saved. Right, where are we? We just pull up my night order again. We got through to Sarah Novus. We need to go tell Danny she's mad.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there.
I have two theories. Okay.
Okay.
I have two theories.
Go for it.
One, this is some kind of hardcore cosmic retribution, and for that, that's okay. Two is that you're a dick. So.
Listen, right?
I
got called. I told audience already. I got called into a game for one freaking vote, and you're the reason I lost. So, as far as I'm concerned, comic retribution, whatever you want to call it, it's all coming your way, and you deserve it immensely.
I've got no clue how to play this because I cannot be outward about my role because of recluse
or any other outsider.
Yeah, so I can't be an outsider in any way. I also don't want to die, so I can't just act super suspiciously and just try and get killed because that's going to be helpful for the evil team.
There's something else. There's something else to factor in here, Danny, because you've assumed that we're here to be nice and have a chat, but we're busy. We're working here. The Sarah Novus has chosen for you to be mad that you are the farmer.
Fantastic. Listen.
I don't look at me.
I'm
not the
sick of
Serenovus.
both of you.
I'm not the
I'm
Serenovus.
sick of both of you. We're 1 minute in. We're not even 10 minutes into the stream, and I'm already sick of both of you.
Shoot the messenger, why don't you? You're the evil team. You're the one that's killed us. Remember, don't bring any dignity to us. Like
It's just
I'm not the
Serenovus.
Serenovus.
So you just have to be mad that you're this character, or you might be executed. I'll be real. Like, I feel like if I'm suspicious or like whatever I try and claim, they're gonna kill me anyway because that's just the person I am.
well,
So I may as well just get it out of the way like early, give the evil team as little information they can for that header thing.
now bear in mind, we can choose whether we execute you for breaking madness. It's a choice we make.
That's true.
But it's something you can choose to do.
I'm gonna claim evil. I'm gonna claim what's evil. No, they're gonna think I'm the goblin then, aren't they? No, you know what? Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna claim imp.
So the Serenovus says that you are mad that you are the character chosen. So if you are declaring other characters, that breaks madness that way. Don't forget that.
I know.
If you juggle,
I know.
for example,
But I want to die.
Fair enough.
Constantly, I want to die.
All right.
Increasingly, the more I play with you.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll love it. You get to play as the new character. You get the honor
You
of
know
playing as
what?
the new character.
You know what? I'm the first person from our group to play this character, so I'm gonna try and play it properly.
Exactly.
There you go.
I'm gonna try and play it properly. I'm gonna claim farmer consistently, or like the day after, I can say, "Oh, sorry, I was like Serenovus mad." So like, whatever. We'll see what happens. But
It's
God knows
Pride
you'll have
Month.
more bullshit for me tonight, like tomorrow night or at some point.
It's
Oh,
Pride
yeah.
Month. Of course, we've got to make you the complicated new character.
Yeah.
Not that we had a choice. It's just the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Funny.
Oh, I love this game already. We haven't even started.
Right.
All right.
Who next? Amy, and then
Speed it up. Let's get Amy in here. Hello.
Good evening. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
yeah, what are you cooking us?
What am I cooking? I mean, I don't know, but I'm sure it's going to reveal something.
Well, you're stirring your pot,
Mm.
making whatever delicious meals you decided to make, and I don't know how this translates to you knowing how many pairs of evil players there are in the town, but it does. Your magical stew, I don't know, you eat your stew and you go, I see that there are no pairs of evil players in the game. You learn a 0.
That's because there were no beans in the stew. So,
that's
there
on
it
you. You're the chef. That's on you. But
Yeah. Thank you.
no worries.
Good night.
Bye. Okay, and
And then
so. Hello.
hi, Murmur.
Hello there.
For those who don't know, this is Ian and Murmur. Ian is my other partner in Shared XP, along with Artie, who you may have seen on the other stream the other day. And between the three of us, we run this little company of ours. And today, Ian has brought Murmur along because I think Murmur's technically playing, not Ian, right? That's how we're running this, yeah?
That is correct. Yes, I'm the one playing.
So we have a puppet play for the first
Hello.
time ever. This is genius. All right, Murmur. So listen, you happy with your ability? You know how it works?
I believe so, yes.
Awesome. In that case...
Murmur, have
go
you
for it.
played Clocktower before?
Nevin's taught me a few things, yes.
Oh, amazing. Good. You've had a good teacher then.
Yeah, I don't trust you already. All right, let's do it. So, Murmur, who would you like to have a look at tonight in your crystal ball?
I would like to have a look at Mickey and Sarah.
Mickey and Sarah, and you learn a no.
All right, then.
Thank you very much. Damn it.
Damn.
So
Boring.
So many red herrings, and they hit maybe the one pair of twos that, like, anyway.
So while we're bluffing Balloonist and General, because they are the bluffs we've given
Yep.
the evil team, Danny is a red herring as the recluse.
Yep.
Dizzy is the actual red herring, and Danny registers as evil, and then Luke registers as evil. Is that it, isn't it?
So Danny registers as evil, Luke registers as evil, Brian registers as evil,
Does Brian?
Oh no, sorry, as a mutant. No, yeah, no, no. Yes,
Oh no,
it's just
yeah.
Danny and Imp. Yeah, Danny and the Imp, and then
Yeah.
to fortune teller, yeah, Dizzy. So 3.
And while we're bluffing, how do people we've got some news, haven't we?
Yes.
Since our last Clocktower stream. In fact, since our last stream.
Since our last stream, I believe. Yeah, we've become affiliated or affiliated.
Woo!
We are affiliates, whatever you pronounce it. So if you are watching and wondering what that means, it means you can give us money or play with bits and do lots of other fun stuff. So there's options, for example, to put funky messages in the chat using a couple of bits that work out to like 20 or 30 pence worth. You can also leave us donations via Streamlabs. There's a link on our Twitch page just below the stream where you can send us a tip. But we don't do this for the money. We do this for the love of the game. So please don't watch this and assume that we are here just for the bits. But if you're going to send us bits, we will take them gladly. And also, everything you spend here goes back into playing more games and more things for the stream. So yeah.
More Clocktower.
More Clocktower.
I've just donated 100 bits in memory of Danny's sanity during Pride Month. During this game, as it is Pride Month.
I'm sure she'll love that going back and watching this later on to know that was it. That was the reason why. All right. Let's start this game, I think.
Yeah, let's go.
Cool.
Yeah, do I like...
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
You wake up and you look at the clock tower and you realise that it's broken again. And there are some bodies on the clock tower again. And it's the bodies of myself and M again.
Oh.
I mean, it's becoming a bit of a habit, this, you know. It's a problem.
Goodness me, what a mess.
Yeah. And the worst thing is, no one's bothered to clean it up. You just, instead of like dealing with the bodies, you've met in town and started talking about things, which is wonderful for you, but not so great for the look of the town. So maybe hurry up with the conversation, find the demon, then go clean the shit off the clock tower, please. Let's give you 5 minutes for this first round. Off you go, folks. Good luck.
We all got watches. Right, there we go.
What do you mean we've got watchers?
We don't
Danny and Ian went straight off.
Oh, we don't need a clock tower.
We got watches.
Who's sus? Who's
Well,
sus?
Danny and Ian were straight in there.
Just going to come out and hard claim to you. I think
That's
so.
fine.
Why not? Because I'm not that exciting. I am the artist.
The artist.
So I am planning on using my artist question tonight, just in
Excellent.
case I get offed
Yeah.
or targeted.
That's cool.
So yeah, I'm going to tell people maybe Oracle.
Ooh,
So I can see into the future.
what is the fortune teller? Wait.
Basically, I
Just
pick two
basic.
different players. I
Ooh.
see, and I get told a yes or a no as to whether one of them is a demon.
Oh, sure,
But
pick
one
me,
of
why
them
not?
is a false positive.
Yeah, go ahead, pick me.
So last night I picked Nikki and Sarah, and I
Mhm.
got a no.
Mickey and Sarah.
Yes. So
What about
neither of them are the
Caroline?
demon,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
unless
note
I'm
that down.
poisoned
Yeah, but I'm gonna trust you for now.
or lying.
It's the most info I've gotten. Like,
Indeed.
so far.
Well,
Okay.
see you later.
Cool. See ya. Mickey!
Sup, evil?
I'm so evil. I'm
Come
so
live.
evil. Oh. That's
Hello.
fine.
Oh, what
Let's try
happened?
that
Hello.
again.
Let's try that. Yeah. Okay, everything went a bit glitchy then. Hello. Oh,
Would you like a bee?
yeah. Always.
So I'm the cult leader.
Okay. Oh, this is bullshit. Stop wasting my time.
It's not
there,
on the
really.
script. It's not even on the script.
I know.
Okay. Do you know what I actually am?
Yeah, why not? Lie to me.
Farmer.
Farmer. Oh, you're not the, what is it, the hermit? I reckon we've probably...
Unfortunately not.
Aw.
That would have been crazy for like Smarty to do that to me on the first game.
Yeah, crazy. Completely unprecedented. All right.
for
So you're the
Smarty to
farmer
fuck with me. Never.
Yeah, what? Do you say the farmer or the...
Farmer. Yeah.
The farmer or the farmer? Cool. All right. I will tell you then. I am either the artist or the chef.
I'm gonna put you down as the chef.
I'll match, but I'll match whatever you want to do.
I'm going to do 2s just because it's night
Yeah.
1. We'll see how it goes. I might hard claim tomorrow.
That's fine.
So I'm either the Oracle or the Artist.
Oracle or the Artist. Okay, I'm going to put you down as the Oracle
How come?
because I've had a hard claim of an Artist.
Ooh. And if you were the general, what did you get last night?
I got the neutral. The neither.
Ah, that would make sense.
Well, we just started, so yeah. It would completely. I mean, what would you be hoping that I'd get?
I mean, it would be interesting if they started off a game and it was very one way or the other.
Well, it would, wouldn't it? Okay, Murmur. I'm going to believe that you're the mayor for now. How's that sound?
Okay, that's good.
Murmur for mayor.
Murmur for mayor, yes.
All
Tell
right,
all your
then.
friends.
Good luck with your mayorship, Murmur.
Oh, thank you.
Be claiming.
I don't believe he's the goblin.
You think he's? Did he say he's the goblin?
He told me he was the goblin. I don't believe he's the goblin.
He was the Nodashi. I don't know.
I don't understand this play. Do you know what I am? I'm just going to hard claim because you don't trust me unless I hard claim.
Are you a B?
Or B.
Okay. What role is that?
It begins with the letter that's 4 letters after B.
C, D, E, F. The fortune teller.
No.
The Vangu.
Yes, you got.
Hey, we got
the other one.
The farmer.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, the light's coming into my room.
I am the very model of a modern major.
Oh. Mayor.
Yeah, true. Good point. Ooh. Hello, storytellers. Well, we've only got 10 seconds, so I
I don't know why I always find the most uncomfortable position before we start.
It happens.
All right.
I'm gonna move on the light. Ugh, I'm being
Welcome
blinded.
back to town, folks. I'm going to let people have a little bit of time to have a conversation before we get murderous. Open to chat or any other shenanigans people want to take part in. If I hear howdy diddly do, I'm shutting down the server. Luke?
Wow, a doozle.
Oh, that's fine. I can live with that one. It's fine.
I mean, you knew that was coming.
Danny.
Howdy diddly do.
Right. Folks, we'll see you later. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You're lucky I have more invested in the fact that I've set up the stream.
Maybe this is what one of the channel points should be.
Yeah.
People can redeem channel points and then they're allowed to say it.
Or, in fact, if you're watching in the chat, give us some suggestions. What do you want to spend your channel points on? That's an interesting one. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Open to the group. Any chat, any conversation, any madness? What's going on?
I'd just like to say, and I'm not outing anyone, I'm not outing the role, but 2 people have hard claimed the exact same role. That is not possible.
Dun, dun, dun.
So someone's fibbing already.
Lying in this game.
Okay. We always tell the truth.
I mean, I always try to.
What the role is or what the people are.
I'd rather not for now, but I can chat some people tomorrow if you want.
Okay.
I don't want to give people try and cover up the stories if they're not aware of each other.
If we're adding on to who's being sus, there is a certain gorgeous goblin in the group who went to me, told me that they were a demon, left my chat. I was like, what just happened? And they were like, oh, I've told you what I am. Then went and spoke to Danny and proceeded to tell
And said you were the goblin. And here.
Okay.
Go for it.
Hello. I'd like to use my artist question if that's okay.
Go for it.
Is the demon sat between Danny and Amy?
1 second. Is the demon sat between Danny and Amy? Are you including Danny and Amy or just
Yes.
between them? So
Inclusive.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Well, no. Yes, because inclusive with Danny. Yeah. You know,
because Danny's.
Yeah, you know when you know something and then you say it and then you second guess
Yeah.
yourself, and I was right the first time. Yeah, no, we're gonna give her that because I want it to be on Danny a little bit, but yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
We should wait until the storytellers get back.
We
Okay,
are
cool.
back.
Sorry.
We are back.
Can I nominate?
Go for it. Yeah, Danny?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't hear you say yes. I nominate Brian.
Okay. Tell us why.
Because in a short amount of time, which is the first round of this game, they've already claimed both Goblin and Ojo. I do not believe that this is some weird outsider thing. I think I know who the outsider is, and I don't think it's Brian. I also do not believe for 1 second that they're actually the Goblin, so I think we should go through with this and just get rid of somebody who's clearly being too chaotic for words. Yep.
All right. Brian, defense.
I'm the goblin, but I'm actually the mayor. Don't kill me.
Brian, is that a goblin claim?
Yeah.
All right. Brian has claimed goblin. If Brian is executed and dies, his team wins. Opens pertinent.
But for a quick game.
I will say pertinent. Brian was one of the ones who hard claimed the same role as someone else as well.
I will
So
also
that's
just
not
say-
the only two he's claimed, but also is there a reason he wants to be killed? Because this seems way too chaotic.
Goblin-y.
The only reason would be if they are the Goblin. I do not believe for 1 second they're the Goblin.
We are on base 2 outsiders, guys, so we could have like a hermit and a mutant.
Look at
That's
the
just something to
name.
think of.
Look at the name.
I'm going to run it. Majority
Not the
needed for
Goblin.
this to go through is 5 votes. Here we go.
Oh, he might be, you know.
I'm
He's really
not sure
not.
enough.
He's
I'm
really
not
not
sure
the
enough.
Goblin.
Not a goblin.
I'm for the chaos. I'm intrigued.
Can we get one more?
Oh, let's
Because
do
he's
it.
really. There we go. Thank you, Dizzy.
Why not?
Whoa.
For the chaos.
All
But they
right.
go,
That
yeah.
is 5, so that's enough.
Oh, I don't know if we're making a mistake here, guys.
Because even if Brian is the Goblin, we don't need to kill him because we need to
Oh,
find a
strong
demon.
eyebrow
Okay,
game.
but he's not the Goblin, and he's just being too chaotic, and we should get rid of this whole situation.
The demon.
I am the goblin.
No, and
Danny
Second.
knows who the goblin is because Danny's either the goblin or the demon.
Second call for
Well,
nomination.
believe that. I'm more than happy for you to believe that.
she could be the demon and knows that Brian's the goblin, and that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll know
Brian?
either way soon.
Brian?
I
Oh,
nominate
no.
Danny.
Okay. Tell us why, pal.
Because I'm the goblin and I don't want to die yet. But no, I'm not. I'm the mayor. I don't want to die.
Okay. Danny, defense.
So quite a weird mayor play. But I do believe, okay, here's the thing. I think the Goblin, a real Goblin would not want to shift the, like, nomination onto somebody else. So this kind of shows to me it's not Goblin. Like, for certain.
All right. Opens pertinent from the group.
Could be acting.
Pertinent as well. Obviously, if we're gonna, Brian didn't vote for themselves, so this could be demon panic, trying to pin it on someone else. But yeah,
Brian
Crazy
could just,
demon play.
I
Brian
told you
just
what it
could
was,
be
Luke.
Sarah mad as well.
Right.
told
I'm going
Luke
to
what
run
it was.
this. 5 to tie, 6 to execute. I'll wait for Ryan to get back in his chair first.
Oh dear.
That is one way to get
Convenient.
a vote. You know.
When Brian's on the block.
Just run
just
away.
walk out of his chair.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Brian is logging back in. So I'm going to run it now. 5 to tie, 6 to execute. Here come the bing bongs.
Here we go. Guys, no problem. No problem.
I've never seen anyone jump out of their chair to avoid death.
I'm curious if anybody's going to vote theirs.
What have you done?
0 is not enough. Final call for
No way you're the
nominations.
Goblin. There's no
Could be
way.
a very
Got the
quick game.
goblin, haven't we?
What have you done, guys?
I mean, after my psychopath play, ending the game immediately night 1 seems to be my MO, but like...
All right. The day is going to close.
It'll be a
I don't
nice-
hear anything else in 5,
Oh, let's do it.
4,
It'll be a nice sequel for the TikTok.
3, 2, 1.
Game.
Brian is executed and dies. And the game continues.
It's over.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yay!
because he's the
Oh, okay.
mutant.
yeah, I think it might be.
It was the face.
Oh, did you hear Amy suss that out?
No.
No, she literally's just gone like, yeah, oh, because he's the mutant.
Amy is. Let's keep an eye on Amy. She might be stream sniping. I'm not calling you a liar.
No. She's just very,
She's very good.
very clever.
She's very, very good.
She's just very clever.
Right. Let's see if Sarah wants to move it. Hello.
Hello.
Would you like to move it, or would you like to keep it where it is?
No, I'd like to keep it where it is.
Same
but can I
character?
change character?
You can. Yeah, you can. Which character would you like to change it to?
The Hermit.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. So
Oh.
let me just check there's no jinx that prevents anything. No, there is not. Double checking.
Oh.
Yep, no, good. Right. So Danny is about to have to make a choice. She either breaks madness for the Serenovus, or she breaks she's gonna die either way. This is why.
Oh.
I think we need to do it. I think we need to kill the Hermit. I think it's gonna have to happen, isn't it? Because the Serenovus did a good job of picking the Hermit. So let's go tell her anyway. I'll clarify about what I expect as well.
Oh yeah.
When do you get off on this?
You say that as if I'm making the choice. I make no choices apart from some of the choices. This choice I did not make. The Serenovus.
Listen,
the Serenovus.
here's...
The Serenovus, not me, has chosen for you to be mad that you are the Hermit.
Does that mean I just will die?
Now, if you say you're the Hermit, we might kill you because you're the Hermit. If you don't say you're the Hermit, we might kill you because of the Serenovus. That's basically where you sit. You are Schrodinger's Danny for the next round.
This seems like a fulfillment of some kind of prophecy. Like,
I told you I'd get you back for the other day for getting me to come in and vote for that stupid game and lose. I told you I'd get you back. But no, yeah. So essentially, you have a choice. Okay, if we might not execute you, right? It's a choice. But if you think we're going to do it either way, the question is, which one would you rather happen, and how much information do you want to share or not? Because you could stay silent and die by the Serenovus hand, or you could say I'm the Hermit and die by that hand. That's the choice you're going to have to make now. But you are mad, you're the Hermit, and we'll be watching for both conditions. Yeah?
can I just shut up? Can I just be quiet the entire time?
Unfortunately, if you were just a Hermit, yes. However, the Serenovus requires you to make an active and like proactive like stance on making people think you are the Hermit. If you don't at least say to one person, I am the Hermit, I would deem that as breaking madness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I make an active effort at the end, like in the town square, and then you like? At what point would you kill me if I go into like a 1-on-1? I don't say anything regarding my role. Will you take me out then, or will you wait?
I will argue that I need to hear it by the time the day ends.
That will happen.
And if I hear you break madness for another character in the interim, that might still get you executed.
Okay.
Yeah, make sense.
I hate you so much.
When you watch this back, go and blame the Serenovus.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will.
See,
and if it's somebody I know in real life, better watch themselves.
No comment. We'll see you in a bit.
It's Luke, isn't it? It's fucking Luke.
I didn't say that. That's why I said no comment.
So, how funny would it be to not execute Danny?
This is what I'm gearing up for. What
are you gearing up for?
I'm gearing up for if she does anything else, I'm going to execute her. But if she says she's the Hermit, I'm not going to touch her. So if she goes down the line of saying absolutely any other character, if she feigns, for even for a moment, I need to know about it because I want to kill her. But I'm going to let her say for tomorrow she's the Hermit, and I'm not going to execute for that.
Funny.
Yeah, and then we'll see what happens.
Should we wake up Luke?
Let's do it.
Thanks. Oh, we got another subscriber.
Thank you to our new. Thank you, Ian.
Hello.
Hey, Luke. How you doing?
We're good. We're just talking about our favourite chocolates.
Ooh.
What is your favourite chocolate then?
I said a Boost bar. You can't go wrong with a Boost bar.
Boo. We'll talk later.
And they were telling me about Well, they were telling me about a chocolate bar that was from the Goonies. Baby
Ruth.
something.
Baby Ruth.
That's it. That's it.
It's a baseball player. It's not great. Anyway, we'll talk later. There's better chocolate out there.
Okay.
Who would you like to kill tonight?
Well, Sarah and I have got a plan.
Okay.
We're painting Danny as the grand evil.
Okay.
And Sarah's claiming empath, so I'm gonna kill Mickey, please.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got a little bit of a story going, hopefully.
All right, some corroboration and some cooperation. Try and get this thing working. Yeah. All right, let's see how it goes, man. Let's see how it goes. Good luck.
Bye.
So yeah. Which is all fine and well, but I don't think they know how much damage they'll do if Danny dies. Like, it might be more beneficial to kill Danny and get the Hatter to go off than it is to use her as a scapegoat that they're using her at the moment for. But that's fine. That's fine. That's a choice.
Yeah. They didn't realise those two, do they?
And this is it. It's easy for us up here to sit here and kind of go, oh, they could do this, they could do that. I mean, we see everything. It's a very different kettle of fish, I guess.
We're getting that fortune teller.
Fortune teller.
Fortune teller.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I had to keep hitting the mute button.
No worries. All right, Mama, who are you looking at today?
I will be looking at Danny and Luke.
You learn a yes.
Of course I do. Well, see you later.
See you later. That's possibly that's possibly the most boring way that could have gone, though, to be fair, Danny and Luke, because the demon's in there. But it's fine. This game is still going to be twisty turning. Just the
we are. Oh yeah.
With a 0, but yeah. Oracle. Hello, buddy.
Hello.
So
I was wondering when you were going to call.
Yeah, we're just working our way around. So you look at the dead bodies that are piled up in the town square because they ain't buried anyone yet. They're fucking lazy about it, right? And of all the bodies you see, none of them are evil. There are no dead players that are evil.
Cool.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye.
And that's probably going to be the last night we can tell them that, because once this hermit dies, I don't know if the
evil's all over.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So we are 2 people away from hitting the subscriber goal.
Ooh,
it's been set.
Amazing. If you are watching and you have Amazon Prime, big tip. If you have Amazon Prime and you don't use it already, you do get a free Twitch sub as part of your Amazon Prime guffins. If you connect your Twitch account to Amazon Prime here, you can actually sub to us. You pay nothing. We get £2.50 a month out of it. So actually, if you are a Amazon Prime user and you haven't used your free sub, we'd love it. Thank you. And also, it'll help me pay for next month's subscriptions to the app, because it's £15 a month to pay here. So yeah.
And then Tiff says that for channel points, choose a player to speak in an accent of your choice.
See, I think that could work if we have people that can do accents. Otherwise, I worry that I might veer on the potentially offensive.
True. Yes.
Like, I remember once working with a bloke, and we went to Birmingham, and he'd seen me talk, and I do a lot of like jokes when I talk and I do presentations. And so he turned up and he went, I'm going to do an accent. And he started doing the worst Dudley accent I've ever heard him do. And I was like, please just stop. Please just stop.
Prime doesn't auto roll, Ian says, by the way.
That is good to know. We'll remind everyone to do it every month and give us their monies every month. Cheers, buddy.
On that note, should we go and wake people up?
Let's do it. Mickey's dying and that's it. So, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, what did you say, Dan?
What's going on, Dan? I did.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Good morning.
Why? What have you heard?
What have I heard? Well, see, here's the thing, right? As a dead person, I don't hear nothing because I'm dead, right? But I do know when someone has joined me on the other side. Em and I are sitting on a bench, basically, just like watching you lot mess around here.
And me.
And now Yeah, Brian.
I've got Brian to look
Last
after
night, Brian
me.
came over, and now Mickey's going to come over and join us and all.
Oh no, Mickey, you're a ghost.
Oh no.
Oh
Too late,
Also,
suckers. I
I
already
do
asked
have
my
a question.
question. So
One second question.
Yeah.
I had a question for you, Smarty, which was, if you can't hear anything, how are we talking to you?
What?
Leonce.
Uh-huh.
This is it.
Sorry, I
Vibes only.
couldn't help myself. 4 minutes. Off you go. Good luck.
Before you all run off, I mean, I could be poisoned, but I was the artist. I think I told enough of you anyway. But I asked, is the demon sat between Danny and Amy inclusive, and got a yes. Off you pop.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It depends which way you look at the clock.
Yeah.
It could
Are
be
you saying
either way.
Danny clockwise to Amy, or are you saying Danny anti-clockwise to Amy?
No, clockwise. So just
So
4
you're-
people, and
you're
Brian's
saying
already
not
dead.
So you're
That would
saying
be anti-clockwise.
Hey,
So I'm saying,
Mickey?
so it'd be either Danny, Brian, Rue, or Amy. But I could be poisoned. I could be drunk. But
That's
I thought I'd just share.
anti-clockwise.
That's anti-clockwise.
You know what I mean? I asked, is it just between them 4, and got a yes. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mickey?
Yeah, no.
I have to say, Danny
Okay.
and Ian did disappear suspiciously quick on the first day.
They did.
Why does nobody ever want to listen to what I have to say?
I want to listen
Come on,
to what
Danny.
you
I do.
Danny.
Tell
I
me.
just requested a chat with you.
Oh.
So, Demon, what are you claiming?
I'm not going to say anything about my role, but I will out my role at the end of the night. Okay?
At the end of the day?
That's what I meant.
End of the day. Okay. For what it's worth, I'm the chef with a 0.
Ooh.
If you want to know that information, but if you're the
I
demon,
did.
you already know that.
I am not the demon.
So in my world, with Mickey's information, if she isn't poisoned, if you don't have a poisoner, because there is a poisoner on the script, then it's either you or Rue. Because it ain't me. So just think on your actions.
I will think long
Also,
and hard.
Danny, believe in yourself.
Oh, I don't.
Believe in yourself. There it is. Bees. That's very cute.
I've got 6 of them. I want more. I'm gonna go to IKEA and just get like a box of them.
A bag of bees, a whole IKEA bag full of bees. Anyway, this isn't getting the demon found. I will speak to you.
I'm going to try and talk to Danny and Amy and Rue because Mickey's information.
Get a read.
Yeah, that's my plan for today.
All right, then.
Good luck, Mayor Mama.
Good luck. Goodbye.
Bye.
Which would include the recluse. But let's just take that off the board for now, because I do believe Brian was most likely the mutant.
Yeah.
I don't know if it includes Mickey, because I got told before she's announced dead, but I assume the demon goes first, so it includes Mickey as well.
Yeah.
I think they're both good, is what I'm trying to get at. And thank you. Confirmation. So if we trust her
My claim as
information,
well. Yeah.
which it's me, Amy. It's not Brian, 'cause he's dead.
No.
Or Danny. That was it. Danny. So it's either Danny or Amy.
Yeah.
Amy claimed to me that I don't know if you spoke to her, that she
I
was
have got
chef.
The blood of Mickey in it by any chance?
Yeah, it is.
Blood of Mickey soup.
The blood of Mickey is just top tier.
I haven't spoken to you yet, and with Mickey's claim, I need to know: are you good or are you evil?
I will hard claim my role at the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
hard claiming at the end of the day. Will not tell me anything else right now.
Well, you'll find out later, and I feel like everybody will find out later.
Okay, I'm going to go and talk to Amy because she's the other person that I haven't spoke to and is possibly evil.
Well,
Oh, Brian, were you here alone all day?
Yeah, even as a dead mutant, no one wants to speak to me. It's not fair.
Sorry, Brian.
I came to speak to you.
Only briefly. And then you
Well, briefly is better than not at all, isn't it? Come
That's
on.
like me on my Billy Todd, so yeah.
Yeah, don't forget when we've got 9, when we've got an odd number, sometimes making chats of 3 is nice.
Welcome back,
We'll
town.
be friends.
What info have you got? Get to spilling. 30 seconds before we open nominations.
Oh, Major Mickey, what do you know?
I've already shared what I know.
I guess rather than sharing what we know, like I said, Mickey's shared her information, and it points to 3 people basically.
I'll share my info if anyone's interested.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chef Zero.
Oh, I already knew that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so you got it.
Beans.
What about your info, Andy?
Yeah.
Huh?
What about your info, Andy? You must have some info, mustn't you,
I'm
Andy?
yeah, given
One of the
them
3.
3 of us, if we trust that info, there's no poisoning in play, blah 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 blah. I'm the Oracle, and obviously I got told last night there were no evil players that were dead, which would be Mickey and Brian. So whatever Brian is, if he's a mutant, whatever, then that's one outsider gone. Mickey was probably the artist. Why would you lie about it if you could? So I do think it points to, well, in my world, I'm not evil, so it's Daniel, Mickey, Daniel, Amy, sorry. But
I'm
I don't
always
know.
evil to you guys.
Let's
I'm
open
always
nominations. Nominations available to you.
I would say, given that Amy, no offense, you're the chef and you've already got your info, it might be a good idea to.
Yeah, I mean, fair. If you want to nominate me, you can nominate me. I'm happy to go. It's just losing a vote again.
Yeah.
Some information that I've gathered points it towards Danny. So I don't know whether it's a good idea just to get Danny
Yeah, hold on.
out to.
Okay, Danny.
I nominate myself.
Okay, tell us why.
I'm your hermit.
Any defense?
Oh shit. Plus I was Sarah Novus madded first night that I was the farmer. I was then Sarah Novus tonight that I was the hermit. So I basically had no choice but to out myself today in some way. I just want to say, Sarah Novus, you are a dick. You're really a dick. I also want to say, given that you now know I'm the hermit, I hope you can understand why it might not be the best idea to kill me. Thank you.
Open the pertinent.
Let's kill the hermit. Nothing bad's gonna
I mean,
Hatter.
Yeah,
the hermit would have to have
it's only Hatter, and that just makes them change characters. So
Yeah.
Well, they
this
can.
is a good.
We don't
A
know who
good-
they
Yeah,
are either.
I'm happy.
Majority needed is
Dead
4 votes.
Brian, you've got your dead vote, but saying that, we do need 4.
If
Okay,
you're happy
vote,
making
I'll
the
vote.
sacrifice of
Brian,
Hatter, then
Yeah.
Brian,
Brian,
hand
hand
down.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, I would say Danny's good. Like, everyone voted on it.
oh, Dizzy, I can hear you there.
Accept.
Any other nominations?
I just want to say because I am the hermit, then my recluse ability might have triggered Mickey's info.
Day closes
That's
if I don't see a hand in 5, 4, 3,
I've already nominated.
2. You have indeed. 1.
Oh.
Danny is executed and dies, and you will go to sleep. Good night.
Well, it was fun being your first hermit. That's
Yeah.
nice.
A better person. That's fine.
Okay. So
That ruined the fun.
yeah, I'm gonna mark the hat and just remember where they go in the night order. We're meant so technically in order here we do the Sarah Novus first, then the imp, then we go to the Hatter. So they don't change until they've already acted. So we could just let the Sarah Novus do their thing, then change. To be fair, but let's respect the night order in case anyone new is watching the stream and we're doing things properly and all that kind of jazz. So first, Sarah Novus. Hello.
Hello.
Would you like? I mean, you don't need to move it. You can technically leave it on Danny and have a dead player mad that they're a certain person. They will get executed. They won't die, but the day will end. It's up to you. But yeah, how would you like to play this?
I think I'd like to make. I'd like to make Ian mad that they're the farmer.
Okay, Murmur is mad that they are the farmer. Great, gotcha. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Farmer with an A. Sorry, I can't spell. There we go. All right, interesting. Now the imp. Do we think there's any heat on Luke at the moment? I was following Danny trying to check.
No,
no.
nothing. Dizzy has just fallen for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Okay, that's interesting. Folks, we may also hit an advert soon. We hopefully will get to a break
Hello.
soon. Hello, buddy.
I think it's going okay so far.
We were just discussing whether we thought there was any sus on you, so it sounds like you're getting away with it. Well
Do I get to swap my role?
Not yet. Now
Not yet.
Now you're just going to make a kill.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we're respecting the night order properly today, so yeah.
Respect the night order. Respect the night order.
Yeah.
I do have a question, then.
Go on.
Just it's worth knowing, obviously, now as well. Just a storyteller question. If I did, let's say Danny was the Hatter, and I did change Demon into a Nodashi, would the poisoning happen tonight still, or would that take effect tomorrow night?
Let me just double check the token for 1 second, because if it's in brackets, it won't happen. It will happen immediately as soon as you're made.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just in case I do decide to become the Nodashi.
Cool.
And then obviously I'm not going to go and kill one of my neighbors unless it's Can I please kill? This could be risky-ish, but I don't know. I'm between either Andy or Amy. But also both have got sus on them with what Mickey said. I've got nothing on. I've got absolutely nothing on Nevin. So can I please kill Nevin?
That's Murmur in this game, so we will put it on Murmur. Cool. Sorted for you, bud.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Oh, what happens when the Serenovus doesn't talk to their demon about their targets?
We have a new subscriber.
Oh, hello. Zero.
Absolutely.
How you doing?
Amazing. Friends with Amy.
Ah.
And has met me before, but I don't know when.
Awesome. What I might do while we're just finishing up this round of night order is I'm going to throw in a quick 30-second advert to give us another bit of time, because otherwise we're about to hit an ad. So bear with us, folks.
Yeah.
Watch this 30-second advert. Support the stream. We have a little bit of stuff to do.
Cool.
Okay. While that's running, we'll also just do the work. So it's in progress. Imp has killed. Who have they killed?
Yes, because we've got people that are still watching. If
you're subbed.
Zero Cool will still say this.
So Imp killed the fortune teller.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need to deal with them, and then we deal with the Hatter stuff. So now we go and let them change their shiz. But it does, like I say, it affects immediately. So Luke is already thinking about when does his Nodashi poisoning kick in. It kicks in straight away. In this case, it will be, fuck me, it will be Dizzy and Rue. Because it will reach all the way around past those dead players to Rue.
Oh my goodness.
Let me just double check that. Nodashi. No. Your two townsfolk neighbours. If they're dead, they're dead. So that's Ian and Dizzy in this case.
Dizzy Murmur, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go and do Luke first. Hello. Right, who would you like to change to?
And I've got to pass kill Danny because of something they're doing in the chat, so that way it's not obvious I've left. Okay, right, done that. Can I please change into the Nodashi?
Doke.
Thank you.
You can change it on your side as well. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Dizzy is poisoned. but no one else is because Ian would be poisoned, but they're dead, and Sarah Nova's mad. So, yeah. I'll see what Sarah wants to do as well, because she can also change. Hello.
Hello.
Right. Due to an ability, you have the choice or whether you would like to change minion.
Oh.
You don't have to. You can stay the Sarah Novus, but if you want to, you can choose to be any other minion on the script.
Oh, yeah, goblin, please.
You want to be the goblin, all right? We can.
Oh
Change
yeah,
it.
thank
We'll
you.
change it on your end. You can change it on yours.
Thank you.
No worries. All right. So we have a new goblin and no dashy team. But we still have an oracle who's going to get good information. So, Farmer's not dead yet. And Farmer will activate anyway. The fortune teller's dead. It's just the oracle left. That makes that nice and easy. Hello there.
Hello.
Right, you want to have a look at all the piles of bodies in town. You're going through them, and of all of them, you find one evil body in the pile.
Okay. I was expecting that. Okay, cool. Thank you.
No worries.
Let me leave. You have to kick
Let
me
me
out.
leave. Let me leave.
I don't think we
You
can
can
Can we kick
leave
people?
your-
Yeah,
I'm-
please kick me.
I don't think
My
we can.
menu's gone funny.
It's all right. We'll go back and join a new chat.
Okay, bye.
There we go. I mean, to be fair, that was the last call, but I think next time I might.
We're still bluffing general, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's pretend. Let's pretend that I'm Luke and you're Smarty. Hi, I've come to collect my general information, please.
Who do I think is winning? If I had to say who do I think is winning at the moment, I think I'd say Evil. And
Yeah. Oh, it's Evil winning. Good. Okay, I'll tell everyone Evil is winning then. Okay, bye.
it's a terrible impression. It's a terrible impression.
Oh, that's not my impression. Now I'm going to be Sarah, being the empath. Hello, I'd like to claim my empath ability, please.
You learn a bollocks because you're not the empath.
I learn the bollocks. Okay, I'll tell people I've got bollocks. Okay, goodbye.
Could you imagine if we could just answer like that? That'd be great, wouldn't it? Holy yeah, so basically we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, but we've got a poisoned farmer, a goblin. Yeah, this is definitely going Evil's way.
It's very much
The
going
fortune teller was the last kind of good hope for them, I guess, if they wanted to try and nail on. But even, yeah, I don't know. I think this is going to be another Evil one, but let's see how it goes.
Did you like it, Tiff? Did you like my awesome?
Right, let's pull them back. Murmur's dying. Don't know how I feel about killing a puppet, but let's do it. Fuck it.
Because that's what I do whenever I'm out.
I can't see.
There's names for like weird deaths. Have you ever noticed this? Like defenestration, I think it is like specifically being thrown out of a window.
Yes.
That's a great word, isn't it? Right? What's the word for killing a puppet? Depuppet.
Oh.
Murmur's dead.
Puppicide.
Murmur's dead. Puppicide. There you go.
Decapitation.
Puppicide, depupitation.
Oh,
Murmur is no longer with us. Well, they're with us. They're just not alive anymore. You have 5 people left. We're going to give you 3 minutes. Off you go. Good luck. Find the demon, please.
we have a
Let's
3
do
minute
that.
silence for Murmur.
Oh.
Yes.
3 minute silence.
He's a vampire. he can't-
I'd respect that, but
Believe me that I was the farmer. Right. The farmer.
I didn't say I didn't believe you. I just stated the facts that someone was fibbing.
Okay, well, Oracle, it's time for you to cough up your Oracle information.
Well, I already gave it yesterday, but I got a yes tonight. But we're expecting that with Danny because
I
either
didn't have it yesterday.
yeah, did I have it in the before
I-
the? Oh, okay.
We
Well,
last
I
night
got a
yeah.
no when it was Mickey and Brian, and I got a
Okay.
yes when we had Danny to it. But either Danny is a minion or it's the Hermit with the recluse
Oh, because
ability.
they were the recluse. Oh.
So I don't really think it doesn't tell me that much, to be honest. I thought I was going to die last night, though. I'm surprised I'm alive.
So
So,
just to confirm,
yeah,
on the first 2 nights you got a no.
yes.
That's exactly what Smarty said. No, no.
They said no evil players in the dead bodies.
And then what did he say last night? Yes, there's an evil player.
Yeah, when we checked the bodies again, there was an evil player. Yeah.
No mention of any numbers.
No, they don't tell you how many. They just say,
They don't?
or at least one. Sorry, one evil. Then sorry, my bad. It's just
I'm going
because.
to not believe you
Oh,
because
man.
we get told numbers and you clearly did not say numbers.
I've assigned the numbers to the people. So night 1, it was Brian was Brian was done in the town square, right? And then Mickey was killed at night. So that was just night 1. That was a night 1 information. And I got there were no evil players. Last night I got there's an evil player because you had Danny to it. And now
I mean, if
Ian
you
as
were
well.
evil, yeah, that's what I mean.
I forgot
know
about
it.
that because I get told before I know who's dead, sorry. Because they don't announce it till we wake up. So I get told the information before I know who's dead.
I mean, it's quite convenient that you're trying to assume that it's Danny, though, isn't it? When
I'm not
you've been
assuming
told-
Danny. I've literally said
you were
to you.
assuming Danny.
Mickey claimed to be the artist, unless Mickey claimed to be the artist who got that it was between you and Danny.
Yeah.
Which could be that Mickey was the minion, or demon who passed, or maybe Sarah is.
Yeah, but on a bit of a social read, when we were talking about minions and shit, you went very giggly.
Oh, I went giggly. There was a reason, Amy. It's not an evil one, I promise.
I'm impressed that everyone's always back to town in time. I'm a little bit upset that I never get to press my double gong button. It's fine. It's fine.
It's because you put the fear of God into everyone, Smarty.
That's great.
Yeah,
Wait, can I say
on
something?
time.
Wait, where can we? Wait, where are the voice channels?
And tomorrow we're just not going
Where's
to
a
come
good
back
voice
to you
channel?
double
Here
gong.
at the top.
Yeah, it's fine. Danny's doing it so I can do this. Bless your heart, Danny, if you watch this back. But for now, I'm going to pretend I'm really upset.
I was just being a little hermit in my little tower.
Have we lost Rue, or is their camera just off?
I've got
Whose camera's
He's
off?
here.
Rue's here.
Whose camera's off
We've
on
got
my
Rue.
screen?
We can see Rue.
Yeah.
Hello, Rue.
Brian's camera's off.
Yeah, no one wants to look at my mutanty visage.
By the way, before we get into nominations, I feel I should just announce to everyone, I was the fortune teller.
Oh.
And I only told a few people that. So now I'm quite suspicious.
Who did you tell?
I told Danny, I told
last
Dizzy,
night.
and I told Mickey.
No. You told me you're the mayor.
Yes, but then I came out to you at the end.
Okay, Luke.
You're gay?
I just want to say something really quickly to
Happy
explain
Pride
to Amy because we got cut off at the time, and Murmur will back me up on this. It was because when I was sending Dizzy a message, and Murmur sent me a message going, "What are you two talking about?" I said, "We're not talking about anything. All you heard was a murmur."
Oh God! That's
Actually,
terrible.
I will say, I don't think I actually said my role. I just heavily implied it to Dizzy, so she might not have picked up on it.
Yeah, I missed that.
Hand Dizzy.
Are we nominating yet?
Go for it. Yeah.
Dizzy would like to nominate Scooby-Doo.
Okie doke. Tell us why.
2 reasons. Well, 3 reasons actually. Mickey got the demon is between Danny and Amy, which includes Rue. Rue told me they were the Oracle. Sorry if I'm out on that and nobody else knew. But you told me you were getting yeses and nos. The Oracle gets numbers, dead players that are evil, and you were telling me you were getting yes and nos. And he didn't include the fact that Murmur was dead in his information. He just assumed that Danny was evil, or was pinpointing it towards Danny. Also, Murmur, I don't think you did tell me you were the fortune teller. Maybe you did hint it, but I didn't get that. Which means that you told Danny and Rue and me, or maybe me. Which again points suspicion on Rue. So I think we need to get rid of him now.
All right, Rue, defense.
Yeah, I think you're misrepresenting that a little bit. And I explained myself in the chat that I got it a little wrong. But when I say I got a yes or a no, It was the night with Mickey Bry, and there weren't any evil pings. So I just said I got a no. And then Danny, yes, and I did forget Ian was dead, and I explained that it's because I get told my information before I find out who dies, because you find out who dies and wake up in the morning. So in my head, I'm working with the information of what I've been told, which was Danny was dead at that time, but I didn't know who else was dead. And yeah, there was an evil ping. Yeah, I forgot it was a number. I just said, yes, I got an evil ping, but that's because I already know the other two numbers, which were Mickey and Bri from the night before. So when I got a yes ping, it was simply because it was Danny. That was the only information I had, if that makes sense to anyone. But I also said I wasn't pushing it on Danny because they claimed Hermit, which could include the recluse, which could include the evil ping. So I didn't think the information was that helpful because it could be misleading due to that. And yes, I did forget that Ian was then dead, because then we wake up and then Ian's dead, and then that reforms my information. So yes, either Danny or Mermer had a one evil ping on them. I'm sorry, I've never played the Oracle before. I got confused. That makes me evil. Go for it, but I'm not.
All right. Open to the
Rant
group.
over.
That
I
was
did
super long.
specifically say, did Smarty say to you yes or no? And you went yes. And I went, not numbers. You went no. And it wasn't until Smarty then
I
came
got
and
confused.
clarified how the
All
Oracle
right, kill me
works.
for it. Kill me for my mistake.
Majority
The only
needed
thing
is 3 votes. Here we go.
I'm not gonna use my death vote on it, but I know Mickey, you probably shouldn't use it. Yeah, but I am.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, you know what? That makes sense in my world.
Well, I
Fair
just
enough.
realised not using dead votes on something, well, we can save them for final day.
Any
Can I
other
also point
nominations?
out that Amy was also included in that, and you said that, well, Amy's the chef, but you're only going on what you've been told by Amy as well as what you've been told by me.
That is absolutely true. But Amy's
I-
not giving information
I'm not saying Amy's evil. I'm
I'd
just
just
saying
like to
that.
say as well that I got my number
out of
right.
the two of you.
My information.
Out of the two of
sorry,
you, you're
I'm
more sus.
fucking with you.
Chef's a bit evil.
Amy's claiming shade throwing.
Danny, your hands up.
Can I ask a rule clarification?
Go for it.
If, like, for example,
Do you want to go privately?
yeah,
Yep. All right. Bear with us, folks. Right.
I don't know how to phrase this in a world outside of just what is happening.
Okay.
Mickey asked, "Is the demon between myself and Amy?"
Mhm.
Would a what's it called again? Recluse
Mhm.
mess with that info?
Mhm. Potentially.
That's annoying. It's worth asking though. All right, fair enough.
All right. Bye.
Absolute Zero has just subscribed, Amy. They're your friend,
Oh
apparently.
yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, Rue, let's hear it.
I'd like to nominate Dizzy.
Okay. Tell us why.
I feel that they know me well enough to know that I got just confused with that. I feel like it's a good way of throwing shade on me when I'm not evil. And also, with respect, your hard claim of your role, it's completely useless to us. So I think that's why you're still alive, or you're evil, so it might not actually be a bad kill.
Okay. Dizzy, defense.
I might as well at this point come out to the group. So far, there's actually only 2 of you sat here that know what I am. And very interestingly, I haven't died. So I'm the farmer, and basically, if I die by the demon, an alive good player becomes a farmer, which then clarifies me as the farmer and confirms that they are also a good player, which is why the demon isn't killing me. And only Luke and you know that I am the farmer.
All right. Open to pertinent.
Yeah, someone's sleeping in the spare room tonight.
Oh my!
Just pertinent. As I was Serenovus mad as being the farmer, then it makes sense for that to not be a. No, that was first night though. So they wouldn't have known a minion wouldn't know their bluffs. Never mind. I was going to back you up, Dizzy, but no, that makes no
Gonna
sense.
run it now. 3 to tie, 4 to execute. It's on Dizzy, starting with Amy. Blong, blong, blong. So he goes.
Do it at a time.
Now, every time I hear that, dum, 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 I think there's someone at the door.
Oh, is that your
Here's the
door?
thing: is that I don't think it can be Dizzy and Luke according to Amy's info.
Yeah.
I mean,
Final
we still
call.
Mickey's info. Like, that hasn't changed at all.
If I don't see a hand, the day will close.
Mi-
In
mi-
5,
Mickey's info could have been put off by
4,
me being the Hermit.
3.
I agree with that.
This is the Hermit.
I went with the storyteller.
One.
Yeah, being the Hermit might have messed with it.
Scooby
Sunburn
is
sleeping.
executed and dies, and the game is over in probably 1 or 2 days. There's still a couple of days left in it.
You're so
Oh!
Sleeping on
You're
the
so
couch. Dizzy.
Dizzy.
Dizzy sleeping on the couch. Ba, 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 ba.
It's
would
fine. It
imagine
pulls
the
afterwards.
second,
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
We'll add a second verse to that when Nick does something later. Nick is sleeping on the couch. Add on to it. Hello.
1 second, let me just get M in as well.
Fab.
There we go. Oh, no, I want to get you in. There we go. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Right, there we go. So, first of all, screw you for wishing ill on my marriage.
No, I didn't.
I heard you. I heard you. Don't try and get out of it now.
You could have a lovely.
Who would you like to kill today?
Not. I don't know. Oh. I don't know. I mean, the empath's going to be. Oh, but the empath could just paint a world of 2. That's kind of. Yeah, it's not good. And can I swing it on Dizzy or Sarah? Oh, I think whatever I do, I'm going to be in for a fun one. I don't know. Hang on. Right. I'm going to put this down to fate. Can I please kill Amy?
Amy. Okay. Thank you very much.
I had 2 halves of a gummy bear, and it was whichever one I picked was going to be Amy or Dizzy. So when it comes down to
the most scientific of methods to pick a decision, of
Wow.
course, you know.
Such skill, such compassion, such dumb luck.
I sure I was that gummy bear.
Me
Amy.
too. Me too.
Amy's locked in.
Right.
Thanks very much, bud.
Right.
Cheers.
Anything we're quoting is just off our own backs and our own imagination. Also, by the way, I think Danny has missed Mage's fuck up in information.
Okay.
I think she went to recognise it, but then I think she's forgotten it. So she's hard claimed empath to Danny, and she said to Danny that she's got a 0
She must have
on Danny,
Oh, okay.
which she shouldn't technically have. And Danny went, "Did you get a 0?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay."
Well, she might
And I
have got
thought
a 0,
she's
right?
gonna.
Because when Mickey
You
died,
what?
when Mickey died, she would have got a read, and it could have been a 0. We wouldn't have to show the empath Hermit is evil.
We wouldn't have to. It wouldn't have to. No, but I think Danny. I don't know. I think people just automatically go to the recluse as evil.
Yeah.
Um,
But either way, they've got a poisoned farmer, a goblin, and a Nadashi in the final 3.
oh,
If the goblin goes off, then God, there's 2 kills here for evil. If I was speaking to the general, I would definitely be saying that evil's winning right now. I don't think there's any doubt about that. In fact, there's no one else to wake up, so let's just bring him back to town, give him the last 3 minutes, and see how it shakes out.
yeah. Private chat? No private chat?
No private chats, yeah. 3 minutes, no privates.
No private chats. Ooh.
See how they do.
Ooh.
Game of cards with someone, and you start and you're like, that would be a silly thing to do, and then you get 10 games in, and it's like, oh, but actually,
Yeah.
Oh, but actually,
Dad.
I'm not dead, am I?
But actually, Amy's dead.
Yay!
So you have 3 minutes, and you know the deal. It's final 3. There are no more private chats. Stay in town. At the end of 3 minutes, nominations are immediately available to you. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Can I quickly...
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you want to sound clever.
Just want to quickly say my theories is that... so, Mage, do you mind if I just share your info? Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. It's a bit late to be keeping secrets now.
Yeah. At a certain point, Mage said that that they got a good, like, 0 on Rue and Luke. So the reason why I pushed for that kill Rue is because I thought then it would get Mage a bit more info. But if they're evil, so essentially that claim of having both Rue and Luke as being good then makes like Amy and Dizzy seem evil. So that ruled out Amy and Dizzy from being Mage's accomplice potentially. And so it would mean that like a team would be Luke and Mage. An alternate version of that would be because Mage tried to like put stuff onto Amy and Dizzy, it makes sense for them to be together. It makes sense for Amy's like evil, Amy's like info to like not make sense, understandably, to try and push like blame around the circle. Yeah.
So,
So Mage is saying they're the empath.
So, do you want me to clarify exactly what I've been?
You've been
Right,
very
okay.
quiet for an empath
Yes,
so
please,
far.
'cause I haven't spoken.
I haven't had
Just
to be
with me.
quiet. Night 1 between Mickey and Murma, I got a 0. Night 2 between Murma and Danny, I got a 1. Night 3, I got a 0. Night 4, I got a 0.
Wait, you got a 0 last night?
Yeah, so I think
If we've got a
What is
poison one,
there?
no Dashi's still alive.
I think no Dashi, but it doesn't.
Your two
It
townsfolk
just says
neighbours,
your
yeah,
neighbours.
jump.
It doesn't say alive.
Luke, yeah, because Luke,
It
if
is
you were no
alive.
Dashi, it'd jump
It is
over you
alive.
and get to Mage.
No, because it doesn't say. Does it say alive on it?
I clarified this at one point.
It's alive. It's alive.
It's
Your
alive.
two townsfolk
It's
neighbours.
alive townsfolk, no Dashi, so it
So
goes.
Mage-
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
folks. I'm sorry, folks. Are we reading the same character sheet? Can everyone go to the character sheet and read it
There's no
properly, please?
Dashi.
There's no.
There is.
There is
Yeah.
no Dashi.
It says
Yeah, there's a no Dashi. I can see a no
Your
Dashi.
two townsfolk neighbours are poisoned.
Yeah.
doesn't say alive.
Oh, so Smarty's alluding to the fact that the demon has
I'm not
Mickey
alluding to
alive.
anything. I'm telling you straight. It could be alive or dead. The townsfolk neighbours are poisoned. It doesn't jump over anyone. This is not the same as the
Oh.
other character.
Okay.
No Dashi doesn't
That's-
jump.
I knew that was coming for me, Mickey.
And
I
no
was like,
Dashi will jump over outsiders and minions, but not dead
Oh, I
townsfolk.
also jump dead
Okay.
players as well. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for the clarification.
Right,
Well,
so-
still think it's Luke.
Here's my information. It can't be both Dizzy and Luke together as the evil team. So
No.
that point for me points at Sarah being evil unless we have killed a minion already.
I
Nominations
think
are
we've
open.
I do have some
Okay.
pertinent information.
Yes, please.
Go for it.
So when I was the fortune teller, I ended up getting a yes ping on Danny and Luke, which could mean any number of things.
yeah.
But the other bit of information, which might be pertinent, is that right before we went to sleep and I was killed, I whispered to Sarah that I was the fortune teller.
Oh.
So make of that what you will.
Luke, what are you? Can I ask?
I love saying it. This has been my favorite game ever. Ready? I am the very model of a modern major general. I'm information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. But no,
Such a
night
dork.
Sorry,
Luke.
can you sing that, please?
Yep.
I am the very model of a modern major general as information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings in order from da 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 and quote da 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 da. It's just a lot of da
Say
da da's.
hello to our latest clip.
Yes.
Yes, Luke.
Yes.
All right, folks. Nominations are open. There are 3 of you left. You can nominate. One of you is the demon. At least one of you is good. Last chance, folks.
What was your
Can
answer, Luke?
Oh, wait.
Can I my general info really quickly before we do any noms?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Nominations are already open.
Oh, okay.
Quick!
Oh, yeah. Night 1, I got an either. Night 2, I got an evil. Night 3, I got a good. Night 4, I got an evil.
Hand up, Danny.
Murmur got a fortune teller 0 on Mage and Mickey.
Oh, yes, I should have mentioned that, yes.
You really should.
I forgot about that, yes. But then if it's no Dashi, I would have been poisoned.
Dizzy?
Are nominations open? Oh, no.
Yeah, nom's open. Yeah.
Can I? Dizzy would like to nominate Mage Spell.
Okay. All right. Tell us why.
Well, I'm good. I'm just your mere little farmer. I don't know. I think I believe Luke, and Mage is 0 on me, and Luke seems really strange. So I out of the two, I think it's more likely to be Mage.
Okay. Mage. Defense.
I've been waiting all game for this. I'm the goblin.
Mage spellers claim to be the goblin. If you execute Sarah and she is the goblin, her team, well, evil, will win. Over to Pertinent.
Unless Luke's demon and
It's
Mage
Luke.
is goblin. If she is, we're screwed anyway.
It's Luke.
Majority
I'm kind of thinking
We're
it's
screwed
Luke.
anyway if it's Luke, though.
2 votes.
You're screwed anyway if
needed.
it's Luke, so yes, just go for this. We're screwed anyway because nobody's going to nominate Luke. If it is Luke, Mage is going to
Yeah,
nominate it.
exactly. We're screwed anyway.
I should have put my vote on them. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
7 is much more than enough and can no longer be beaten. So, Sarah
You can
is
help.
executed and dies, and the game is over. And congratulations go.
Evil team.
Well done.
So let's run it down. Where should we start? Let's pull it back to the chef, who started knowing there are no pairs of evil players. I'll let that sink in while you work out who the demon is. We have our Oracle, who was disbelieved by the farmer, even though the Oracle was getting good, sober information the entire time. I did tell Scooby a 1. That's because Danny the Hermit was acting as a recluse, and so therefore giving off that evil ping. Brian the mutant, you didn't even get a chance. Brian, we racked it and then realised you were the mutant again, and almost felt bad enough to re-rack. The keyword there being almost. Mickey was the artist. What was your question again, my love?
Is evil sat between? Is the demon sat between Danny and Amy inclusive?
To which we said yes, because Danny was registering as evil, as the Hermit pulling off as a recluse. We had Murmur, the fortune teller, who we thought it was funny that they also had their red herring and the Hermit as a red herring. And we almost put in another recluse to make another red herring, but we thought that would be too much. In the end, evil won because you executed the goblin who claimed goblin, and a Nodashi, who wasn't always your Nodashi. In fact, your Nodashi started life as the imp. Your goblin started life as a Serenovus, and they changed when your hermit died because of the Hatter's ability.
I love the irony of me being a good character that just comes across as evil.
Wonder where
that
all
makes
that
sense.
terror madness went. I was like, have we executed? Yeah.
I knew you were dodgy, Luke.
Yeah, same. I called it. I went to Luke and
It
said,
was
"You're
between you
evil,
and
you're
Sarah for
giggling.
me.
You had your evil giggle face on."
I did.
Wait,
Yeah.
Although
It's
I will
time.
say I don't deserve to win because I've spent all game, and I even wrote it down on my little notepad, that Amy with the empath, when on night 1, my 3 bluffs were balloonist, general, and empath. So I entire game, and I turned around in that final night and said, "Oh, I should kill the empath." There was no empath in game. I don't deserve to win that.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Well done,
I jumped
folks.
on empath from day one.
We're going to take a break, I think. We'll give yourself 5 minutes to reset between games. We'll load another script, and for anyone who needs to jump out, they can. Anyone who needs to jump in, they can. But for now, let me just take it back to town. I'll be back with you guys in a second. Stream, let's talk this way. All right, folks. So basically, we're going to take a quick breather. We're going to set a 5-minute timer on this and run a 3-minute advert, just so you don't have to sit through a whole load of adverts in the pre-roll later on. If you want to support us, the best way you can do that, watch the adverts. Leave the volume up just a little bit, just so it counts as a view. And then obviously you can send us bits, donations, all the rest of that good stuff. But we're going to be back in about 5 minutes' time. And when we come back, we're going to be playing another Hermit script. and this one's a doozy. We'll see you in 5. Cheers. Hello, folks. Welcome back. We are about to rack up a doozy of a script. Wait till you see this one. Oh, gosh, let's do it. The script we're going to run is called Somebody Had to Do It. And the reason it's called Somebody Had to Do It is quite simply this. The selection of outsiders on this script mean that the Hermit, if in play, registers as evil, can't tell anyone they're a hermit, and is the heretic, which basically means whoever wins loses and whoever loses wins. Now, I am 50-50 at the moment, Em. I'm not going to lie to you on whether I use... Can we? Yes, we still need an outsider. About whether we use the hermit or not.
Should we...
Let's look at the rest.
Go on, we've got 15 people watching. What do you guys...
Yeah, do share. If you think we should use the hermit, let us know. Or if you think we should just leave it as a bluff. Because we could give it to the demon team as a bluff. Because the hermit on this script is
It would be a terrible bluff, though.
Well, yeah, for the demon, yes, but for the minion...
But because of the mutant...
True.
So it would be a terrible bluff.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Maybe just play it. Maybe we just play it. See how they deal with it.
It's so evil. Absolute Zero said it's so evil, man. I don't know. It isn't evil.
Well, first of all, I am tempted to not put a Vortox if we're putting in a hermit.
Yeah.
That's just way too much for my brain to put up with. I think even with 2 of us, it's like, nope, it's not worth it. I'm inclined to go Imp again and just give them the option of a Star Pass.
Yeah, I don't think we should put the heretic, put the hermit in and just watch them squirm with the Vortox and the heretic hermit.
Can I remove one somehow? No.
One outsider.
Yeah. You can see if anyone takes out an outsider. Oh, no, +1. Okay, so we're going to have to put 1 outsider in. So the question is whether we put in a recluse or a mutant, because the heretic is the one we're trying to avoid, right? If anything.
Yeah. And if the heretic if the recluse dies, does the hereticness go away? If
the hermit dies,
because it's an ability, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say no, because the ability says even if you are dead.
Does it say that?
Yeah, on the heretic one it does. So the recluse and the mutant stuff would stop straight away, but the heretic would carry on. I'm with Ian. Ian says it's cruel. Go for it. I say fuck it. Let's do it. All right. In that case, if we've got a hermit in play with the heretic, I'm tempted to put a Boom Dandy in.
Doesn't the heretic remove itself though?
The heretic can the hermit.
So we could, yeah, sorry, the hermit. Yeah.
We could do that. We could take out the outsider on the basis that putting the hermit in removes an outsider.
Put the hermit in, so it removed it, so we've taken it out again.
So technically, Ian,
it does do that.
We did put it in, and by putting it in, we had to take it back out again. And I know that sounds weird, and if you're watching this going, whoa, that sounds a bit funky, this is one very specific clause in the almanac for the hermit, is that the hermit can remove itself from play with its -1 outsider, which means we don't have an outsider to play, which means we have 6 townsfolk to place. So, Boom Dandy, Imp, and 6 townsfolk. What do we reckon? Because if they're worried about the hermit...
Yeah, there's nothing in the almanac that says even if dead. Or if...
For the hermit, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, that is a very good point.
Yeah, it doesn't...
The hermit's ability stops working.
Yeah. So the hermit wouldn't actually... Hermit's only got the ability of the heretic. So if the heretic
Okay, that changes
If the
things.
hermit dies, then it reverts back.
That changes things. I'm putting the hermit back in.
Yeah.
On the basis that if town works that out and kill the hermit,
Yeah.
or if they get killed by
And it
breaking
doesn't
madness.
say, I've just searched the small almanac.
Yeah.
It's very tiny at the moment. But yeah, it doesn't say that you remove the hermit, that the ability carries on.
Okay, cool. Should we put a banshee in, because we never played banshee? I don't think I've ever run a banshee.
Yeah.
I'll put a philo in so someone could pick their own ability.
We just have to be wary if someone is bluffing banshee and they change their own thing to banshee, then it might count 2 votes for them. Sometimes it does.
Do you mean they got their token on their grim?
Yeah, so if Amy changes her token to banshee,
right,
and then dies, she will be able to vote twice. Oh, she'll be able to show 2 hands. There are some times where it does count it accidentally.
We'll have to keep an eye on that one then.
Yeah, okay. That's all.
Cool.
But that'll be anyone on this script.
Yeah. Should we put some information in? Noble, chef, empath?
Yeah.
One of the 3.
I hope Luke is now watching the stream instead while he's packing.
Oh, he just ran away. That's it.
Yeah, Luke's gone to unpack, which is such a lame job.
Oh, should we have a pixie? A pixie or a snake charmer? What would you prefer?
Pixie's a nice comfort. Oh, pixie or snake charmer. Snake charmer gets to possibly become the demon.
There's some jeopardy in snake charmer, which is more chaotic, which is exactly what I like. So yes. That's the rack. Oh, please don't give someone the crap. Don't give Danny the hermit again. Okay. Oh,
right. Oh, look at his face. Should we ask him if he wants us to re-rack it? I feel bad.
Should we ask? To be fair, he's not the mutant. He's just got the mutant power, right? He's a lot more powerful.
Yeah.
My thing
I feel
is
bad on him.
If we re-rack it now, I think we need to let it go. I think we need to let it go. Yeah, see? Zero's with me. Leave him. See? Or we watch his back, Brian. We love ya, but the chat wanted to happen.
Just so you know, Brian, we did fight the...
Yeah.
It is the luck of the draw.
Ended. I kind of went with it, but yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, I just feel bad.
All right,
it wasn't too bad.
Make sure there's no tokens we need to put out first. No, great, cool. All right, let's go and send them to sleep.
Absolute Zero, you still haven't told me who you are. Or obviously you won't do.
Hello, town. Has everyone got tokens?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
All right. In which case, it's time for you to go to sleep. Good night.
Good night.
All right.
You're going to have to get off because...
Hello.
So, let's put, for bluffs, let's put Pixie in. Let's put... Could put the Heretic in as a bluff. That's a great... Yeah, I'm putting it in.
Yeah, the Heretic in as a...
Because technically there is no Heretic in play.
Yes, and Brian won't be able to tell anyone that he is the outsider.
So we'll see if he wants to play that way. They might not use it. So Pixie, Heretic, and maybe like Noble is probably a good starting one. But again, it puts them on the block very quickly. Cannibal, Savant gives them a little more time. Balloonist gives them time and an outsider. Heretic, they're trying to get killed straight away. Pixie, I'm going to give them something that they can live with for a long time. Let's give them Savant. They can use that to put some bad information out in the world. So let's go first to the Philosopher and see if she wants to change. Hello.
Hello.
Would you like to use your Philosopher ability now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
yeah, let's go with that. I might fuck someone up, but Savant, please.
You want to be the Savant? Okie doke. Thank you very much.
Yes, please. Thank you. Good night.
Right. Well,
Yay, Luke's watching.
Does that mean I need to change the savant bluff? No, because she's not the savant. She's
No.
the philosopher with the savant ability.
Yeah, so there could still be a savant, couldn't
So
there?
now I just have to get ready to give savant information. Oh, great. Now I actually have to think about savant information. All right, let's go to the mini. Yeah, let's go to Dizzy first. We'll do it in night order. Hello there.
Boom, 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 take the room.
Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room.
Did you see the videos from Download? The place going nuts. For
Oh yeah,
Vengeance?
oh, they couldn't even get in the door, could they? They were all moaning, like, why are they playing at Download? Why are they playing at Download? And then, like, they couldn't even fit them all in the tent. It's crazy.
If you don't like Venga Boys, you're wrong. You're wrong. Just the answer.
Everyone's got to love the Venga Boys.
Absolutely. All right. So, your demon for this game is Mage Spell, Sarah.
Okay. It's always me and Mage. It seems to be quite often that it's me and Mage.
Yeah, something in the universe doing that, I guess. Nothing to do with us. And I will say, Boom Dandy, you know how it works. If you get killed, we'll execute you down to 3 and see what happens from there.
Oh, I love the Boon Dandy. I could just play all sorts of shit because I want to be suspicious of me anyway. Time to play.
Have fun with it.
Bye.
See ya.
I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love it when Dizzy is minion. It's so fun to watch.
See, my thing is Boom Dandy and Psychopath are the 2 evil roles where I am always going to play those outwardly evil. Always. It's not going to go any other way. So yeah, someone like that who kind of relishes the evil play is always fun. But yeah, let's see how that shakes out. Let's go and see how Sarah's doing with being evil again. Hello. So, evil again.
Really?
Yeah. This time, your minion, however, is Dizzy.
Right.
And for your bluffs, you can have Savant.
Yeah.
Heretic.
Oh. Right.
Pixie.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
Bye.
Bye. Now, the other thing that does is it tells the evil team that there's no heretic in play. But there is a heretic in play. They just don't know there's a heretic in play. If that makes sense. So, in a way, what we're doing is kind of giving it to the good team a little bit and seeing if they can use it. It depends on how Bri activates. And obviously, if we choose to execute Bri, then that stops being a win path anyway, because they're dead and they don't have an ability. That's how we've chosen to run it. But yeah, like... In fact, hold on. I'll check this during the first day. I think I might have to check the ruling on whether a character keeps their alive or dead in thing, because there might be something in the philosopher. But I'll read it. I'll check it and make sure it's not on the... Oh, it won't be. It'll be on the philosopher.
What are you on about?
There is a rule somewhere about if you pick a character with a dead ability, you retain it. But I think that's the philosopher, not the hermit. So it's clear about it.
Yeah, there's nothing in... What?
The hermit isn't...
Pick a character.
I think the hermit is still too new to have like worked out all the kinks. So we'll play it the way we've discussed it. That if the token dies, they don't have any
there's nothing in
there's
nothing in the almanac on it.
Yeah, cool. As long as we're consistent, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, and I think it usually says so the heretic says even if you are dead.
Yeah.
So I would assume that the hermit would say even if you are dead.
Yeah, then you could, which makes sense. If they wanted things like the hermit death abilities to carry on, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Mickey in and see if she wants a snake charm. Hello.
Hello.
Right, who do you want to unleash your cobra snake at today?
Oh, it's a risky one, this. Sod it. You know what? For the giggles, let's snake charm Danny.
Okay, Danny, received. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh my god, has Danny got the empath?
Danny's empath.
So, I know, to be fair, we played Whale Bucket, and for one of the games, Danny bluffed empath, and for 2 of the games, Danny was empath.
Well, we can choose because the outside isn't there. What's it called on the script? There's a recluse, so the hermit can register as evil. So we could show the empath a 1.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we should. Let's show Danny.
Do you think we should?
I think we should. And put the sus on Mickey because she's a snake charmer, right? So.
Good point. Yeah.
Hello there.
Let me guess. Oh, let's see. What can you possibly? I'm drunk. I'm poisoned. There's the heretic is in play. What else could you possibly do? I'm Sarah Novus mad that I am the goddamn imp.
You are Danny mad that Luke is evil.
I was correct last game. If I'd followed through on my intuition.
So
let me say the right answer.
We are here purely for one thing, Danny. I don't know why you're so sus of us. I don't know what this hang up is. I don't know what this chip on the shoulder's all about, right? All I'm here to do is tell you 1.
It's Brian. Thank you. It's probably Vortex. Who cares? Who cares anymore? I don't care. This has brought me to pure nihilism. This game. I'm sick of it.
It's why it's called Chaos on the Clocktower. You wanted this.
Bye.
See ya.
Yes, before you joined, it was going to be called Family-Friendly Clocktower.
Yeah, it's your fault.
My fault.
Nuns and saints.
You find whatever way you need to justify this, however way you want. I'm sure you will.
Oh,
bye.
Bye. That would be called cognitive dissonance. Luke's, I think Danny's even in this game. Luke can see the grim. Still think Danny's even in this Cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive dissonance on the clock tower.
There you go. Copyright me. I want a cut for anyone who ever uses it. Right, that is all of it set. Let's get this game going. This game could be very quick. Yeah, I'm going to take this very slow. Make sure we don't make any mistakes.
Nah, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, if they kill the boom daddy, that all goes out the window. Let's do it. Let's bring him back. Let's bring him today. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. How are we doing?
Morning. Amazingly, thank you very much.
We're live.
And somehow, in the space of time that we were the last town meeting, we came back to life, fixed your stupid clock, and then got killed again, which is a record for the time between deaths in this town. So we're going to give you 5 minutes to go and suss out what's going on, because we don't know, and come and tell us what's going on. Good luck. All right.
Danny and Mickey have gone straight off.
Interesting.
No, sorry, Mage, we're doing that.
So, I have muted the BOTC app for a second just to say I'm going to be following Brian around just to see if he breaks that hermit madness. So let's listen in and see what they're doing.
Yep.
We can do this here or private. It's up to you.
Whatever you want to do.
So tell me about you.
I am good.
Okay. Anything more you'd like to add to that statement?
I would really like to be in the final 3.
Okay. Okay.
You can probably work out my role from that.
Yes. Well, I am the Banshee.
Oh, good to know.
Yes.
He's the Banshee. Okay.
Hello, what are you?
I'm the Banshee.
Okay.
And you?
I'm a first night information character.
Okie dokie. So you haven't had? You've had your information then?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything good?
If people make up if somebody comes up with a theory that goes against my first night info, then I'm just gonna refute it with my info. If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Feel free to refute every single thing I say.
That's my MO.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.
just while Tan is quiet, Luke, just to answer your question, we are playing this that once the Hermit is dead, the Hermit loses their ability. Once the Hermit loses their ability, they no longer have everyone else's ability. So we're going to play it like that. Hello there. Oh, no, I've lost them. Fair enough.
Sorry.
It means go down to the riverside, like Hazard.
Hello, bud.
Hello, just a quick rule check. So you've made me the outsider for the 4th game running on the stream. Thank you very much.
We almost re-racked, but we asked the stream and the stream told us not to. You'll see later on. We promise you.
Yeah, so I've got every outsider ability, which includes the heretic, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
Yeah, so if it basically reverses the result, doesn't it?
Now, I will say, yes, but you are not the heretic. You are the hermit, which currently has the heretic's ability. That's important.
Okay. So do my abilities cease when I die?
If the hermit dies, the hermit no longer has all the outsider abilities.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
No worries, bud. So, yeah, Brian has worked out the rule that we wanted him to work out. Hello there.
Can I get my savant information pretty, please?
I knew you'd be coming to see savant information. I hate savant information. I have to think about things. All right, you are looking for savant information. 1 true, 1 false. Let's do this.
Yes,
Both of your neighbours are evil.
Yeah.
Let's go with there is no heretic in play.
No heretic in play.
Yeah,
Okie
no
doke.
heretic.
I will...
So let me clarify. The first one is both of your neighbours are evil, and there is no heretic token in play.
No heretic in play. Excellent. Thank you very much. I will go and digest that, and I will see you later. Thank you.
So yeah, that is basically, there is no heretic in play. Heretic's a bluff. But she may hear heretic around the table and think that both the neighbours are evil. So let's see how that shakes out.
Because I never believe a mayor claim. I'm hesitant to hard claim, just in case you are pulling I'm the demon bluffing mayor trick.
Naturally.
So I will give you either Snake Charmer or Balloonist.
Good to know.
Yeah, excellent.
Thank
See
you
you
very
later.
much.
High Priestess, General, or Philosopher?
Priestess, General, Philosopher. Thank you.
Thank you.
Interesting. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh, they're deliberately. Oh, Brian. Oh.
Welcome back to town, folks. Anything you want to do or say before we get the old guillotine out?
As a French person, this appeals to me.
C'est la vie.
I am Robespierre.
Bon chance to you all. If there's nothing to say, the nominations are open. Dizzy.
Dizzy would like to nominate Brian.
Doke. Tell us why.
Because I've heard he's claiming my role. I'm the Banshee. Brian's not the Banshee, so he's the demon. Let's get him.
Okay, Brian, defense.
No, I'm not the Banshee. I've been hiding my true role. I'm the High Priestess, but I just didn't want to put my headset on yet.
All right, open Spurtinum.
That sounds like bullshit to me.
I don't believe that. Yeah.
Who did you speak to, Bri, if you are the High Priestess?
I've spoken to a few people.
Who were you told to speak to?
I was told to speak to Sarah.
Who did you speak to first?
Who did I speak to first? I spoke to Ian first because Sarah was busy.
Running this now. Majority needed to put Brian on the block is 4 votes, starting with Danny. Here we go.
Don't kill me on the first day again.
Bad form.
5 is enough.
Sorry, Brian. I actually put my hand down because I kind of felt bad. Everyone else threw it anyway.
Any other nominations?
I'm just giving the stream what they want.
Just giving the people what they want.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I will say final call. Brian, go for it.
Yeah, I nominate Dizzy.
Okay. Tell us why.
She smells.
Oh, all right. Dizzy, defend yourself.
I actually have had a shower since I came into work and used deodorant, so please don't kill me because I don't smell. Even though Merma's sat next to me and he's got his hand up, he's a puppet, so he can't smell.
Over to you, pertinent.
Brimstone.
Sorry, Merma, I love you really.
It's like an eggy demon smell.
Sulfur.
I was going to say, if you can smell the sulfur, it's 5 to tie, 6 to execute. Vote is on Dizzy, starting with Amy. Here we go.
Vote for Dizzy. Vote for Dizzy.
I believe this. Not really.
Wow.
We should have just all kept our hands up and then just dropped
didn't
them.
vote. Not enough. Final call. Day will close if I don't see a hand in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brian is executed and dies.
Thank you.
Good night.
Oh, you know what? Was it me who nominated you last game? Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's right, I can tell you now, you've done a good job. I was the hermit.
Again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Boring. So boring. Sorry, I'm calm.
No, I'm with you. I'm like, hacking. So now my job is to sow maximum bloody chaos with what we've got left. So we've lost the hermit. Hopefully the band gets taken out.
Oh, that's interesting because now they know that the heretic is definitely not in play, so they can go hard on the heretic.
Well, I said to Amy, because Amy came to me for savant information, I gave her both your neighbours are evil. There is no heretic in play. So technically the truth is that there's no heretic in play. So I've basically given them a little insight if the evil team is bluffing it, but it might make Amy curious of both her neighbours, which is great because this is the Boon Dandy. And Rue is actually a really useful banshee. So if that lends some sus, then might be okay. But yes, I think Brian was a little bit upset being outsider again, bless him. This might be over quick. Let's go to the Snake Charmer, see how it goes. Hello.
Hello.
Right.
I'm thinking, just because they're the only other person that's hard claimed to me, I'm going to go for Murmur. I'm going to choose Ian.
Okie doke.
I think that the role they gave to me, I was like, oh, you could be the demon, but I think I kind of, I don't know. Yeah, sod it. I'm going to pick that.
Choice vented. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Okay, fair enough. Now, let's see if Sarah wants to do it to anyone else. Hello.
Hello.
Who would you like to kill?
Rue.
Rue. Okie doke. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Interesting. Banshee killed by the demon. Done it. Done it. We need to tell all the players tomorrow. From now on, you may nominate twice per day and vote twice per nomination. All right, cool. I'm pretty sure the app does that, but Em, you might have to help me track that if I get a bit rubbish on it.
It should do that, but I'll keep a track of it.
Also, to come to Ian's point, is there a reason for that game-wise? I should point out, it looks like Brian's throwing a tantrum right now. Brian came to me on a rules clarification and asked what happens if he died. So Brian is aware that as the hermit, if the hermit dies, everything stops, including the heretic ability. So in this case, I think he was trying to die on purpose, but not because he was trying to get out of the game. I think Brian realised he was more dangerous alive than dead. In fact, just as we were coming out of day phase, he did say, look, you've done a good kill because, so and so. So
he did, didn't he?
I think that was a smart thing. Oh, apparently I
Brian
need to announce...
fakes temper tantrums, doesn't he?
Yes, yeah, as a kind of way to play it. It does say on the script that the Banshee announcement happens now.
If the demon, we can. I don't think it has to be during the night.
I'm going to pull up the almanac because I haven't run the Banshee. Banshee's one of the few that I've not spent that much time with. May nominate twice per day. Players' responsibility to know how many times they've nominated.
Oh no, yeah, place it. Oh no, next to the Banshee and say, yeah, no, we have to do that now. Actually, yeah.
We don't tell them who, right?
No, we don't. We just say the Banshee has
We say the
awoken.
Banshee has awoken. Yeah, cool. All right, let me do that quickly,
Yeah.
and then all right.
The beleagueredness of that.
Oh,
the fearmonger's chosen.
Can I have your attention for 1 second? It is my duty to inform you that the Banshee has been awakened. There is one player now who will basically be able to nominate twice per day and vote twice per nomination, even though they are dead. Go back to town. We just need to let you know the Banshee has awoken. Thank you very much.
that sucks that one of you have died, but
All right, so it's just the empath who learns 0. So once they
Nice,
come.
juicy. Yeah. Juicy 0.
Hello. 0.
Okay.
Good luck.
Bye.
See ya. Right, and that is everyone. We'll give it a couple minutes in case anyone's bluffing High Priestess or General or Balloonist. I don't think they are. But we shall see. Yeah, she's either Banny or she's Danba.
Banny. They just love. Why is Dizzy Bruce? Mayo she. Atheist.
I just realised that Banshee thing's really obvious, isn't it? Everyone knows it's going to be Scooby because everyone died in the night. I guess if there's multiple deaths in the night, the Banshee's hidden, but otherwise,
yeah,
it's pretty obvious. All right.
And then you like physically see the 2 hands go up as well.
Yeah, so they'll see after the first vote, regardless. All right, let's bring him back. All right, folks, welcome back to town. Crushed under a gargoyle thingy that's fallen off the tower because there's loads of those gargoyle things about and no one ever looks after them. Scooby-Roo. Did you know? Did you know that there is actually a cathedral or a church somewhere where when they renovated it, they put little alien heads as gargoyles? It's fucking cool, man. Google it. It's true. You have 4 minutes to do what you need to do, folks. Go find the demon. Bye.
Can I make a town announcement, please? Well, they've got
Oh,
anyway.
yes.
I was Sarah Mad as the Banshee, and then they did this on purpose to make me look sus, and I realised it. And I was like, that's why. No, I'm actually.
Sorry, we're back.
Oh, you're back. I was just saying that I was Sarah Mad as the Banshee, and they then killed the Banshee to make me look sus.
Oh my.
I mean,
Oh, that's actually pretty clever.
Or unintentionally.
So annoying.
That was pretty good little snipe.
The truth is, I'm actually the chef, which I couldn't then come out and say, but Danny's also claiming the chef.
You did claim chef to me.
I did, yeah.
No, you did.
In town, I thought I'd best be Sarah Mads and not get in trouble. That's the Banshee.
That was risky.
And what was your first night information, Dizzy?
I got 1.
A 1. So there's a pair. Ooh.
Huh.
Right, actually, let's talk.
Huh.
I am your empath. Night 1, I got Mickey and Brian as with a 1. That makes sense for Brian. Brian would have had the ability to like come across as evil. Then Rue.
Well, you can carry on not trusting me.
Yeah,
what are you?
What am I? I'm just the imp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You know that's not true because you're evil. Either snake charmer or balloonist.
Snake charmer or balloonist?
Yeah. What about yourself?
I am either your savant or your heretic.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes,
Have you had any savant information that you would like to share?
Possibly, but no.
Are you? Oh no! So this is.
I'm playing it on the thing. So night 1, I snake charmed Danny, and night
Okay.
2, I snake charmed Murmur / Ian. So either
Okay.
way, one of them might be the minion, but I think
Not
they're
demon,
both
at
not the
least.
demon.
Right,
But I can't tell anyone else but I know that you're definitely the banshee. So I'm like, it
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
good to tell somebody. I'm telling everyone else that I'm the high priestess though. So that's when I am snake charming them. I'm going to go and speak
okay.
to them the next day because I'm like, I do kind of trust them. But yeah, I don't want to tell any of the people I've spoke to that I'm the snake charmer though, just in case they're the minion. So
Okay.
yeah.
So
Have you
that-
got any sus?
Not really. I don't know if I was wholly convinced by what Dizzy was saying, but it could be true.
I'm a little sus of Amy because in her 3 for 3, she gave me snake charmer, and that's
She
a weird
did.
one to. That's a weird one to put in your
She
3s.
gave
And I was
me
like, oh,
Snake
interesting.
Charmer, Banshee, and Balloonist. So we know 2 of those definitely not true.
Hello.
Hello there.
You know what I'm here for?
I don't know why I didn't write this down in advance. I really didn't. All right, let's do day 2.
Day 2. Let's go.
The Grim.
If you could just tell me everyone's roles, that'd be amazing.
Great. You are the savant, or you are not the savant. There you go. There's your true and false. See you later. Off you go. Okay, so let's do the outside account has been modified.
Yeah.
Count. I was writing these down. Modified.
Yeah.
And let's go with the demon is more than 2 steps away from you.
And 2 steps. Okie dokie. Thank you very much.
No worries.
And let's go back before we get double bonged.
It's all right. I'm the one that double bogs. It's fine.
Bye.
See ya.
Leave one up.
I know it's barely readable, but just take note of it.
All right. I see hands from Danny. Danny, hand up.
Hello. I've been lying to a decent amount of you. Apart from the ones
Why
that
am I
matter.
not surprised?
I know it's crazy. I am your empath. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. But this does actually prove you. So night 1, I got a 1 between Mickey and Brian. That would make sense if Brian is the the hermit or whatever, because they would show us evil. Then Rory died. We got a banshee call that kind of proves Bruce the banshee. Following that, I got a 0, which proves Mickey 100% as good, plus Amy 100% as good. That with Dizzy's information, which I kind of fundamentally trust, would mean that it's a pair of people. And since everybody else is proved, other than Murmur and Mage, then that means they are the evil team we should kill. Thank you.
Well, I am the mayor, so
Yeah, standard demon.
something's
play.
wrong there.
Okay, nominations open.
If you want, we can kill Mage first, if that's what you're interested in.
And then the other one the next day.
I just want to be in the final 3 and nobody gets killed.
I mean,
That's
I'm the
What
chef.
should
So
you do?
I'm happy to die to prove my innocence as the full chef, as the actual chef.
No, if we've
Well, I
got a
don't think we
working
need to do-
thesis, I think we should follow it rather than execute good players for the sake of it.
I think the actual demon has got to be Murmur because the mayor claim. I mean, we did that last game.
But the prophecy! The
I
prophecy!
know. I really
Not
want.
happening.
I don't
I
think
know,
that.
Murmur for
I'm
mayor! Murmur
I'm
for
not going to
mayor!
nominate Murmur because I just can't do it. It's a
Mickey?
little bit, but someone else would like to.
Is it a nomination?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mickey nominates Mage.
Okay. Tell us why.
I think between the 2, I don't suspect that Murmur's the demon. I know she was the goblin on the last game as well, so I don't know. It might just be a fun little switcheroo, but yeah, I think it's probably Mage out of those 2. Shot in the dark, and I haven't got that much information off you, sorry, Sarah. But yeah.
Okay. Defense.
Absolutely fine with me. Yeah, go for it.
Open to any pertinent.
Yeah,
Even
guys.
if it's...
If she's the minion, she could be a boom dandy. So
But who
Yeah.
cares if it's a boom dandy? If it's a boom dandy, we just point at Murmur and we're good.
Okay, fair enough.
I am the mayor. That's a
I'm
bad
gonna run
point.
it. We need 3 votes if you want to put Sarah on the block, starting with
I
Murmur.
wanna
Here
put
we go.
Murmur.
Let's do it. We'll see what a boom does.
That's true.
It sounds bad.
5 is enough. Any other nominations? Final call. Dizzy?
I do think it's Murmur. I just think we should get rid of Murmur. I'm
No,
going to
no,
nominate.
no.
Disney nominates Murmur.
Okay, tell us why.
A shady mayor bluff. And I think that Mage might be the boom dandy, and I don't want to risk it.
Defense, Murmur.
I understand. I want to be the mayor and I want to fulfill the prophecy, but I get it. You can't trust me, and I can't blame you for that. So, if you want to vote me, that's fine.
Should say that emotional blackmail is a valid strategy in this game. Open to pertinent.
This doesn't read right.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take 5 to tie
I
it.
know you're in pro, Amy.
I want to do it.
I'm
though.
going to
5
see
to
what they
tie,
do.
6 to execute.
You need to kill. You need to kill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Same thought. Same thought.
Final call. They will close in 3, 2, 1. Sarah is executed and dies.
Yes.
Let's go.
Congratulations go to
Knew it wasn't you, Murmur, don't worry.
Dizzy.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
Let's go.
let's
Sorry,
do the
Sarah.
rundown. Let's start
disappointed.
with
Are you the minion?
Philosopher Amy, who picked the power of the savant, which means I had to actually do some savant work, which is always fun.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
On day-
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm joking. On day 1, I told the savant that both their neighbours were evil or there was no heretic in play. On day 2, I told them that the outside account had been modified or the demon was more than 2 steps away from them. Your neighbour was the Boom Dandy
Ah.
and the Banshee.
disappointed.
So it wasn't the first
Boom
one.
Dandy.
Actually,
Yeah.
there was no heretic in play. There was a hermit in play who had the heretic's ability, but as a ruling we have made, and we've tried our best to find a counter ruling to this, once the hermit dies, they don't have any abilities anymore, including the heretics. So Brian worked that out very early on and opted to try and get themselves killed, therefore saving town the panic of dealing with a heretic situation. Danny, the
Very good,
empath,
very good.
learnt the 1 on Brian, but otherwise got clean and sober information for the rest of the game. Mickey, your snake charmer, didn't hit the demon. Murmur was your mayor, and Mage, your imp. Congratulations to the good team.
Yeah, well,
Huzzah!
I knew Murmur wasn't the demon because I snake charmed him the previous night and didn't change. So that's why I was like, it's got to be Mage out of the two.
I knew it had to be Mage because of just the savant info and the claim that Mage gave me, which was just savant and heretic, and I was like, it just didn't add up. And the second the demon is more than 2 steps, that's why I was like, Dizzy, no, it has to be. It can't be.
I tried to double claim against people so many times. And you guys were just-
Yes, I did
every
notice
time
that.
You kept proving me that I was good, and I was like, oh, for God's sake! Why? I'm trying to make you think I'm evil.
I also, if I'm right, Amy, that's your game 100?
That was my game 100, yeah.
Yay!
Always nice to get a win on game 100. I remember I was telling you earlier on about the situation
Oh, yeah.
where a group of players called me in to play 1 round and I lost. Amy's the other reason I lost. So, yeah.
That was
Amy-
not
Amy-
that was not my fault at all.
It absolutely was. I walked in the room and Amy messaged me going, vote for Danny. And I was like, cool, I'll just do that since I've not been in the game. And I lost. Was not impressed.
In the
Blindly
world I was
trusting.
Homewood, it made sense.
It did make sense, I suppose. But it still doesn't help me look.
Yeah, as soon as you all started saying, "Oh, it's Mage and Dizzy," I thought, "Oh, game over."
I did think it was Amy at some point, but just only because you gave me Snake Charmer in your 3, so I was like, interesting. I was like, is that the evil thing? But it was, I was like, I'm not putting that in my 3. No way, not a chance.
I didn't philosopher at all, like to anybody, and I because I wanted
Give
to
it a
keep that.
3.
Oh, I think I did give you it in a 3
Yeah.
because you gave me Snake Charmer. I think that, yeah, I did. You're the only person. Because I just wanted to keep that. I wanted to try and kind of suss out a savant. And then Sarah went, savant or heretic? And I was like, demon. I think I actually said at one point, I'm going to go now because I don't want to spend any more time with an evil person.
Yeah.
Good enough excuse. That's good.
Not taken personally at all.
No.
No.
Rue, did you not fancy using your banshiness for your voting?
No, I thought we got it, to be honest. It didn't seem like... I was pretty convinced Dizzy was evil, but I wasn't sure about the demon.
Yeah.
We didn't need it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think it's fun that the bands
It's not.
like that
It's not a
going around
once.
getting votes with both hands up. Basically, is what they're doing. It's like,
Doing your
both
own little
hands.
Mexican way.
Yeah, basically.
It's not a once. It's not a one-time vote as well. Even though you're dead, you just get to use it. Lots of. It's like vote.
I did wonder
And
if it was going
double
to
it
happen
when
just
you-
because so many people were claiming Banshee at one point. I was like, they're not going to hit the Banshee. They hit the Banshee. I was like, fair enough. Then I had to check the Grim because I've never run the Banshee before to work out when I do the announcement. That was a fun little panic for you on stream. Hello there. Welcome to the world of a storyteller, learning new characters on the fly. But I guess the real question is, what do we think of the Hermit as a new character?
He's
Cool.
horrible.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah. Brian, Danny, how did you feel?
Yes.
It wasn't that fun to play, at least for me.
No,
You're
it's
kind of
not
just stuck
fun.
into trying to you're kind of stuck between trying to die and trying to not die.
I think
It's a bit restrictive.
it all depends on what other outsiders are in play as to how the heretic runs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's basically, if you're going to play for the team, you've got to get yourself killed off, really, because it's too chaotic.
Yeah.
But in the case of the Hatter, the first script we ran, getting yourself killed off is actually slightly detrimental. So yeah, I think it all depends on that that mix of outsiders and who you've got to kind of contend with. There was a script I was looking at earlier on, and I worked out this really nice interaction where if you had a boffin, that was it. There's a script with a boffin on it, and the boffin can give the demon a not in play good character ability. I was like, oh, you could have a demon who was virgin protected for the first nomination. And maybe we could do that in combination with the heretic. And I was like, let's run that script. And I was like, no, it'll probably be over in 30 seconds. And probably won't make for a good stream. So you got this one instead, folks. This is the stream you got instead. But yes.
No, it was good. It's good.
Not bad.
Are we re-racking or are we stopping
Oh,
the stream there?
if we're re-racking, does anyone need to go? In fact, let me put a break up to give us time to work out what we're doing. For the ones that are watching on the stream, I'll be with you in 1 second. Let's work it out. Okay, so looks like we're going to run one more. So we'll put a 5-minute timer up. We might not need the whole thing, but we're going to run another 3 minutes of ads to make sure you don't stop us in the middle. So yeah, stick with us for 5 more minutes. We'll grab one more game, and we'll be right with you. Thanks very much. Yeah, that's always fun when you start a stream and forget to turn on the mics. There you go. So basically, what I was saying was we're going to re-rack in just a second. We're waiting for one of our players, Rich, to join us. So we have an 8-player game for you. We're going to play a script called Hear No Evil, See No Evil, Speak No Evil, or some variant of those 3 things in some order. But before I go any further, I wanted to point out the server link just up here. If you are seeing this box, this is the box that has the link to our Discord server. This is where our players live, essentially, when we're playing midweek. We try to run games midweek for people who just want to have a bit of fun. And then from those games, if you're really keen to do a live stream, we invite people on a Sunday to do the live stream with us. So if you're watching this thinking, I could be on that live stream, I'm quite fun, I know what I'm doing, or I don't know what I'm doing, but I'd love to learn, please come and join us on the Discord. We also run games of things like Empty Epsilon, which you might have heard of in terms of Bridge Command. In London, we run their software as a kind of in-game D&D type style campaign. We are looking at running a couple of D&D campaigns soon on our spin-off channel, Roll for Drama, which is coming soon. And if you've seen us on a Wednesday, you'll see that we also run our channel Participate, which is basically party games. And this Wednesday, we are going to be playing Death by AI, so make sure you join us for that one. For the time being, we're going to jump back to the Grim. We're going to have a chat with M while we wait for Rich to join us. But for now, let's go back to the Grim. So, M, I've just been filling in... oh, there we go. M can hear me now. I've just been filling in the chat that we are going to re-rack. See no evil, speak no evil, do no evil, hear no evil, whatever the thing is called. But we're just waiting for Rich to join us.
Yeah.
So
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Have you seen the film?
Of this?
Yeah.
No.
So the reason I like the name of this script, and in case anyone out there is as old as I am, it's an old Richard Pryor and what's his name? The guy from Willy Wonka, Gene Hackman, whichever one it is. It's about them getting, like, one of them is deaf, one of them is blind. Gene Wilder. Thank you, Gene Wilder.
Thanks, Ian.
And yeah, so one of them is deaf, one of them is blind, and they get involved in this like criminal conspiracy and have to help each other. It's a wonderfully funny film. But Rich is with us, so let's have a look at what we want to do for scripting this one. We have the option of a pucker, a vigor mortis, and a fangu.
So, interestingly, we now have an outsider in play.
Yeah.
Which we didn't have to start off with.
We could remove it with the vigor mortis.
I do love the vigor mortis, if I'm honest.
Let's do it. And have a game with no outsiders when they might expect one. Now.
Ian says that movie is so cringe.
Oh, what?
It sounds...
It's classic 80s cheese. I'm not going to get into an argument. Right.
I mean, it is 80s cheese.
It is.
Yeah,
totally
you're right.
cheese. I'm going to shuffle this 3 times, and whichever minion ends up on the left rack is the one I'm going to take. 1, 2, 3. The organ grinder. Okay.
You can't do this script and not do the organ grinder. Though the Mephistopheles is the speak no evil, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. See no evil, speak no evil. Do no evil's the fearmonger, maybe? I don't know. We don't need to do an outsider because we're taking it out for the vigor mortis. So let's go. Innkeeper or tea lady?
Tea lady, I reckon.
Tea lady. Let's put a Raven's Keeper in there. Information, washerwoman or clockmaker? The starting. Let's do clockmaker. So we've got 3 more to put in. Then we could do flower girl.
Yeah, and then Luke can be really jealous that he didn't play.
That's what you get, buddy. And then let's put in an amnesiac, and I'll tell you why. I had an ability that I made up the other day that I want to use, and let's put an artist.
Oh, okay.
So the amnesiac ability I'm thinking about is for them to nominate, to say a name, and if they are the first person to nominate, their nomination goes through immediately. Kind of like a vizier, but they're nominated by the amnesiac. So the amnesiac picks a person, and the first person they nominate just it's like the verge, just they die by execution. No
are we doing it first good or first anyone?
I was gonna say first good is probably no.
Or first anyone.
Yeah, let's go for once per game.
Once per game?
No. Let's if they can work it out, then
just anyone. Yeah.
So pick a player.
Because the problem is they won't be able to work it out, will they, if it's once per game?
Yeah, true. If they nominate the person they nominate is executed immediately.
Even if that person's the demon?
Yep. And if they're dead.
What?
So if they nominate a dead person, the day they get executed, the day is over, we move on.
Okay.
So it's going to be an execution. It's going to cause an execution. If the person they pick, then pick someone else.
I see.
Yeah. So let's go with that for the amnesiac and pass it out. Okay, Tea Lady's neutralised. Amnesiac. Let me just put a quick note in.
Brian is the clockmaker. Oh.
At least he's got an easy one. Pick a.
Does he see the organ grinder? She's happy about that.
If they nom.
Danny's going to feel victimised that they are the vigor mortis. But Danny, it's the first time you've been evil this
whole game. Yeah.
Yeah, this whole game. So it's just martyrism, Danny. Martyrism.
Tea Lady's not.
I'm joking. I love you, Danny.
If the organ grinder dies, and they might, the Raven's Keeper doesn't need to do anything. Clockmaker needs to learn 1, 2, 3. So let's put that in now so I don't forget. I think that's it for prep, isn't it? And then it's just if Danny votes. All right, let's take him to town. All right, folks. Has everyone got a token in front of them?
Yes.
Welcome, Rich. Good to have you with us, buddy.
Thank you.
We're going to send you all to sleep. Good night. Riverwood Bluff.
Night.
Right.
As always, I've forgotten bluffs. Let's put Innkeeper, Noble. Should we give them an outsider?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Barber.
Yeah, because it hides the
Hides the vigor.
The vigor.
Yeah. Cool. All right. In
Yeah,
that
you're
case, first night, let's get Disney. In fact, no. Let's get Danny in first. Excuse me.
Ah!
Hello.
You can't leave me alone, can
I
you?
was like, get all your venom out now.
Oh, see, I told you this would happen.
I mean, chat can't believe we're evil. They just can't believe it.
I would never be evil.
It's a shock.
My background is not working effectively right now. I'm kind of fading into the background. It's not working. It's going to
my background is all natural.
Danny, you're
a mess, so it's fine.
Danny, you'll never fade into the background, my sweet darling.
Oh, except for the fact that my hair is the same color as my wall.
Oh yeah, that. But yeah.
So, Vigor Mortis, you learn your minion for this game is Dizzy.
Better be rich. Dizzy.
The bluffs we're going to give you: Noble, Barber.
Wait. Noble. Where the fuck is
Wait,
Noble? Okay.
I'm going to change that. 1 second. Noble, Chambermaid, Innkeeper. Okay.
Okay.
All right. See you in a bit.
Wait.
I just realised Vigor Mortis knows to take away one out. They know already there's no outsiders in play. It's a bit rough to give them that.
Yeah.
So,
Fair.
Yeah, Ian, the point
But yeah,
is she already has
yeah,
those
there's-
3 as a bluff because she knows on a 0 count game with her in play, there is no outsider on the script. It's not due to be one. That's why I changed it in last minute. It's a bit rough when they know that from a delineate, and Danny is the sort of player that would work that out for me to make that one of their bluffs. It kind of feels like I'm hobbling them a little bit, so that's why I changed it.
So yeah, if Danny hadn't have been the vigor mortis and you'd gone Barber, no, actually a townsfolk, then that would have given Danny a 4th one. But actually, Danny being the vigor mortis knows that
They've removed an outsider.
They've removed outside, so they've already technically got Saint Gollum.
Yeah. Like, for example, if the evil team know who each other are, they know there's no Poppy Grower, right? So it'd be really cruel to give Poppy Grower as a bluff because they already know that. But it can still be done. It can still be done.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now, Dizzy gets to choose from tonight. It's not first night. It is literally from today. So we're going to give her the info and then find out if she wants to go blind, essentially. So let's see.
Oh, yawning. I tired.
Hello there.
Hello.
So, first of all, let's start with this. Danny is your demon.
Oh, yes.
Now, you have a choice to make.
I do.
Do you want to be drunk or not?
Everyone always says I'm wrong for going drunk first, but I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to be drunk.
So that means your ability won't fire. Your vote will be normal today, yeah?
Yeah, I would like to be an inconspicuous one who could grind for a little while. But...
Cool. Perfect. All right, no worries. You are the drunk Orden grinder for today.
Thanks very much. I'm enjoying being drunk. Bye.
Bye. So, no secret vote today. That would just be a standard vote. Now we can go to the amnesiac and get their pick. Hello, my lovely. You're muted.
Hi, hello. Sorry about that. Fun one, amnesiac.
Yeah,
so
it's been a while. So I'm going to ask you to please give me a name.
Rich.
Rich. Okie doke. Rich it is. Thank you very much. And then don't forget, come and see us in the day if you want to guess what your ability is.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically every night, the way your ability works, the ability we've decided for you, we're going to come to you every night and ask you for a name. I'm not going to tell you anything else. Okay? But once during every day, you can also come and see me and ask me what your ability is, and we'll tell you whether you're hot or cold.
Okay.
Right? So yeah, come and see us anytime.
And definitely go and see Smarty rather than me.
She's like, I don't want to talk to you. Okay.
Smarty's got a better understanding of it because they made up the abilities.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh,
you can go to me, but I'll just add Smarty in.
Awesome. All right. Cheers.
See ya.
Bye.
Right, that's that. Now, Clockmaker. It is it's steps 2, isn't it? From the demon. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
No, 1. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
It's not it. Yeah. Hello, buddy.
Hello.
So, you're not an outsider this time, at least.
Yay!
It is starting information, so, it's still useful. You learn, when you look at your clock, that there are 3 steps between the demon and the nearest minion.
Just a question, is that inclusive or exclusive?
So, for example, if I'm looking at you...
So, if I was the demon,
if you were the
and
demon,
there was 3, would that be Mickey?
Would be Mickey or Dizzy.
Yeah, okay, I'm just checking it wasn't 3 between, yeah?
No, 3 steps. 3 steps. So the next one is 1, then another 2, then another 3.
Okay, so it's a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Now, a lot of people underestimate Clockmaker, but I have seen games where that information, corroborated by other things, is the winning piece of information. So we shall see how that shakes out for him later. Noble's in the bluffs as his chambermaid, so we'll kill some time here.
I have managed to, and I'm sorry if I'm distracting anyone on stream, but I've managed to do some work that I've been putting off, making up some word packs for the kids.
Nice.
I had, since I got the books, I've had 60 packs to make up.
Oof.
Yeah. And each pack has 19 pages of word cards.
Yeah.
So it's been ridiculous. So
Yeah. Got love laminating and guillotining and yeah.
Luckily, I've chosen not to laminate them because otherwise I probably would have quit. But like a pack of this, I've had to like separate into 6s.
God, yeah, rather you than me.
Yeah, but I'm down to 1, 2. I'm down to 5 now out of 60.
Nice.
So yeah,
I've been
it's
doing
only the end of the school year.
Well, I've been doing some freelance training work for other people, like writing some plans. So if you need any workshop plans, let me know. But yeah, it's been that's my job today is kind of writing those up and then onto stream.
Oh, fun.
And now I think we can wake them all up and let them have their last game of the night. Let's do it.
Puff of Bovril every day for the salts, but yeah.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you all
Good
doing?
morning, campers.
I know you're all good. We're dead again. I know. Woe is us.
God.
You know, can't do anything to help those who don't want to help themselves. I get it. You know, it's fine. But we will give you 5 minutes to at least try and help us. You know, you never know. You never know what might be possible. 5 minutes, folks. Good luck. Fire the demon. Hello, bud.
Hello. I'd just like to use my artist ability, if that's cool.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. What would you like to ask?
I would like to ask if the demon is sat an even number of seats away from me.
Oh, interesting. So, it based on that, Brian would be no, and Rich would be a yes. Is that right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
2, 4, 6. Yeah. Or,
no
yeah.
is the answer.
Excellent.
Not on an even
That gives
number,
me some. Cool. Thank you very much.
No worries. That's an interesting question. Yeah, I was just going to say, like, I mean, it's half the table, right? It's, yeah, interesting. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Oh, no, it does work. Okay, that's fine.
Probably.
Well,
Probably.
do I?
But I'm going to try and chat to him.
Okay.
And
yeah.
see if what he's claiming. It'd be good to try and get one of you on the block just to test it, but I don't really want to do that if you're the flower girl.
Yeah, I know.
Just in case,
Flower Girl's quite
Andy is
handy
evil.
when we got lower numbers. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to see what he's claiming.
Okay. All right.
See you later.
How do I say in everything that starts or the okay, let's go with that then.
Drunk, poison, sober, I don't know.
Yeah, but it'd be a role that's not on the script though, isn't it? Or like something that's.
Yeah, I'm wondering, do you like make them guaranteed to be sober or something?
Yeah. Oh,
I
true.
don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, Smarty, do you mind if you stay in this chat?
No problem.
Do you mind, Rich? Do you mind if I ask my question now? Yeah, I'll come chat to you in a sec. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't actually get much, but I was like, as you're hovering, I might as well. So is my, you know what? That's a good guess. Does my role guarantee a character to like not be drunk? So does my character guarantee healthy and sober info for that day?
You are very cold, ice cold.
Ice cold, nowhere to go. All right, thanks. This is gonna be tough. Bye.
Bye. It's tough now because you've got no data points, right? You've got to wait till it actually happens. Let's see if Rich nominates. That'll be the teller whether it works or not.
I think I've got very lucky and avoided this character. I think every single time we've played. I know it can be useful, but at the moment, I've got a very ice cold.
Okay. So I'm just trying to work something out. This is not to do with you. I might actually leave for a second if that's cool.
Yeah, go for it.
Is there somebody I should talk to?
Danny.
Oh.
I'm
trying to get a fucking time with you. I'm claiming innkeeper. The bluffs are chambermaid and noble. And Rich is the raven keeper.
What are the bluffs?
Noble and chambermaid.
Noble and chambermaid. The raven keeper. I know that Amy is the tea lady, so please kill her. Please. Get rid of her.
Got you.
What demon are you?
I'm the Vigor Mortis, so I can kill you and you'll be good.
Good morning, Tess. I am the organ
Actually,
grinder. I'm the drunk organ grinder right now.
why are you drunk organ grind? Oh.
I don't
Yeah,
know
but
when
that's chill. I might just kill you anyway. That's gonna throw sus on Ray.
Okay.
No?
Wait, what happens? So you're the Vigor Mortis. I get to keep my ability. Oh yeah, kill me.
Cool.
Kill me and I'll become undrunk and it'll be very confusing.
Cool. Alright.
Let's do this. Alright, bye.
Alright, see ya. No, you don't wanna. No. Oh.
More time than I thought.
Rich, quick.
Yeah. That's what, quick chats. Anyone?
Rich.
Hey, thank you. Do you want to do a little two? Do you want to tell me anything? Have you learned anything?
I give you a 2.
2? Cool. Alrighty.
I'm the tea lady or the flower girl.
Ooh, cool pick. All right, I'll just tell you I'm the amnesiac. I've had one guess so far. I got an ice cold. Doubt I'll learn anything because amnesiac is a bit of a bitch. But yeah, interesting if you are those. So who are your neighbours? Amy and Mage. Cool.
Amy and Mage. Yeah.
Intéressant. All right, let's see what happens.
Okay,
Cheers.
bye.
Welcome back. Oh, not everyone's back yet. There we are. It's fine. You survived the double gong. It's not going to open. Welcome back to town, folks. Any other conversations you want to have before nominations open? Now is your chance.
Oh, there's no shenanigans.
Anyone has anyone used their ability already?
I've got first night information. I am happy to share the group to help any other information characters think about their questions.
Go for it.
So I am the clockmaker. Not a very good one because I fixed the clock and then Smarty's remains were hung all over it and got right in the inner workings. So I'm now going to have to put them in clock cleaning fluid. I had to say that slowly.
Thank you.
Very slowly.
I can tell you that there are 3 steps between the minion and the demon if my information is not drunked or poisoned or whatever.
Got you.
Interesting.
All right. If that's all, I shall say nominations are open.
Can I nominate Rue, please?
Rue is executed and dies. Good night.
What?
And dies? Interesting.
What the hell did you just do, Rich?
Ooh.
Somebody knows.
Okay.
What does that mean?
What?
That worked in the best possible way.
Yes, it did. Oh, I say that the storyteller hasn't got much power, but the little power that we do have is always nice when we can yield it and it works the right way. Right, so we have, to be fair, spent artist. The artist question that Rue asked, because you missed it, was, is the demon an even number of seats away from me? To which they learned no.
So they just also want a clockmaker info.
Basically, they halved the town. Every other seat is clean to them now. So they didn't ask about the hard number of the seats. They asked from them. So if you are an even number of seats from them, you are now sus to them. AKA, Brian, Danny, Mage, and Amy are now only people he's concerned about. He's ruled out Rich, Mickey, and Dizzy in that one fell swoop. So he's done pretty well there, to be fair. That's interesting that Mickey's went off. Let's see if she'll guess it. We need to go see Dizzy first. And then go and see Danny. Hello.
Hello.
Would you like to stay drunk or sober up?
Oh, no. I'm gonna sober up.
So, Rob, okie doke.
Delete a loaf of bread from that.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, bye.
See ya. So we are back to secret votes. I have a feeling the Vigor Mortis is going to kill them, though. Hello.
Yep.
Who would you like to kill?
You know what? I don't trust this Dizzy. I don't trust this Dizzy person. I think they might be evil, so I'm gonna kill them.
Really? But you think they might be evil?
I've got an inkling.
Fair enough. All right then. Cheers.
Cool.
Okay, now we have a choice to make, Em. And chat, if you want to help us, feel free. We have to poison the flower girl or the tea lady, and the tea lady would activate, would protect from now on if we let them. So the question is, do we poison the flower girl, including the information from yesterday, or do we poison the tea lady who's now sat next to two good players?
I think poisoning the flower girl might be better.
Let's do that.
Because actually, yeah, Ian's saying flower girl as well.
Cool. All right, so the tea lady will
I
protect
wonder what
flower girl from-
Absolute Cool Zero would say.
Yeah. My thing is, like, the flower girl information being corrupted is really useful information, so that's quite a powerful stab. But the tea lady keeping him alive is also... Yeah, I think that's fair. Although, the tea lady will confirm... Yeah, no, that's good for Rue as well.
Because, as well... oh, no, but the Rich is really sus on the tea lady now. Absolute Zero says flower girl too.
Yeah, I think that's hard nailed.
And said that we should be listening to Ian.
Well, let's get a hold of the amnesia. I can see they want to pick someone else.
Yours.
Hello. I think they've worked out how that died. I think I know my ability.
Who would you like to pick today?
Can I pick myself?
You can.
So theoretically, if I pick myself and I choose the demon...
We're not talking about anything to do with your power.
Oh, yeah. True. I'll pick myself for
Okay.
science.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thanks, bye.
Bye. Okay, yeah.
Did Mickey make a guess at all?
She guessed yesterday. She guessed wasn't something to do with protection from drunkenness or poisoning, and got a cold. I think, however, they've probably worked out what it is now. So let's see how they use it is the question. Because essentially they're a psychopath.
Oh yeah.
When they pick themselves, they're the psychopath. What I might do is instigate a not the same person twice rule. So if she picks herself again tomorrow, I'll say you can't do that, and then she has to pick someone else. Just so it's not a permanent thing. I think that's only fair to balance it. All right, so let's go to no one voted yesterday. So do we need to bother going to well, we should go to the flower girl.
Yeah, we've still got to tell them.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
You learned that the demon didn't vote yesterday because there was no vote. But we have to tell you.
Jeez, thanks for that.
we have to do it mechanically, so we thought we'd come and tell you anyway.
I know.
There's another reason for us not to see you, but yes, we'll see you in a
Thank
little
you.
bit. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. All right. I don't think we need to wait for too long to send them back. We've only got.
No, my only thought for this was that why is the clockmaker called the clockmaker, and why has the Shigenja got the power? I think the Shigenja should know how many steps away, and the clockmaker should know clockwise or anti-clockwise.
Makes more sense. I mean, do you know what Shigenja means? Like, what it translates to? That maybe you need to look it up. Maybe it's something to do with like what it means. But yeah, that would make more sense.
Cool, I'll look it up and
one of the many questions of Clocktower. Yes, right.
We'll find. I'll tell you the answer when we're next bluffing. That we're chatting to someone.
All right, let's get back.
No, I know what it is. I'm just looking at the icon.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have had another death in the night. Welcome to death, Dizzy.
Oh, why me?
4 minutes, folks. Go.
Oh,
Amy, you're not the tea lady.
Gonna put so much sauce on me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might.
Hello.
Hello. Can I guess my ability?
Yep.
So is my ability the person I pick, the very first time they nominate, that person dies? They get executed.
Bingo, I'll give you that. Yeah. So the person you pick, the first person they nominate the next day will be executed and die immediately.
Okay.
I will say we're going to limit this to a different person every night, so you cannot pick yourself twice.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, cool.
But you picked it last night, you picked yourself today, tomorrow you have to go on someone else. But yes, well done, bingo.
Thank you,
Bye. Well, to be fair, it was pretty obvious, but she got it, so they can use it now and see if they can make it work for them. But yeah.
I need to get.
But as the demon, I don't see you killing Dizzy there, claiming Tea Lady.
No.
You could claim that.
Yeah, well, that would be you being the minion and Danny being the demon.
Well, I just don't understand why Rude. I'm not the minion. Honestly, I'm the Raven Keeper, and I found out that you were the Flower Girl, which I'd been bluffing all along.
Well, Danny's claiming Raven Keeper or Innkeeper.
Raven Keeper or Innkeeper, there's also Keepering going on. Is she also the Zookeeper?
Yeah. So, you know.
Oh, I don't understand what happened with Rue and Rich and Rue. I'm gonna go talk to Rue actually.
See, reading through the script, I can only see Gollum, but I'm probably.
Brian would have made no sense because I don't think they would have gone for them anyway.
No.
What was Dizzy claiming?
I don't know if I've even spoke to Dizzy yet. No, I've got no.
Who else did claim amnesiac? Do you mind?
I think it was Mage.
Yeah. Okay. And that would make me suspicious of you and Mage then.
So what are you?
No, it's really thinged. Oh, sorry, I've got to go chat to Rich. I'll probably out it in the town square, but I'll come speak to you in a sec. Hello. Oh, what happened there?
It's an amnesiac power. The amnesiac can do anything. I was picked by the amnesiac apparently on night 1. Clearly that gave me the power to kill someone in the day. Didn't know that, but the amnesiac can do literally anything, which is why it must be the amnesiac.
Right, well, Mickey's claiming amnesiac.
Yes, Mickey is the amnesiac who picked me.
So if the clockmaker is correct and there's 3 steps between the demon and the minion...
It's either you or Danny.
Yeah.
There is another potential world that it's Dizzy was a Fangu who just jumped, and it's Brian. Because I could see the clockmaker being the drunk. It would make sense.
Yeah.
What are you claiming?
Flower Girl. And obviously I learned nothing last night because the demon didn't vote.
Yeah. I think we could have a drunk clockmaker. Okay. I don't. Danny knows my role, so Danny knows.
I'm going to nominate Danny just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
But
all right. Cheers.
Okay.
That's why.
Yes, because I don't know. I think I might just have a random stab in the dark today. But as you've said,
That's a pretty good ability, frankly.
Yeah, but you've said that you're suspicious of Amy, and because of the little double claim with her and Dizzy, I might choose her tonight.
No, well, here's the thing. If they genuinely are the tea lady, or they're claiming the tea lady, then that kill shouldn't have happened.
Before we go...
No, I want to do it. Okay, go for it, Em. Go for it. Share the good news.
No, I was going to say, before we go to chat, Smarty, did you want to say something?
I was going to say you were going to say it, but yeah, either way, we'll let you know. We've just
you go for it.
Someone has just anonymously donated a sub to someone else in the chat, which means we've got to 10 subs, which is our goal. So we've just hit 10 subs.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you very
much. Yeah, did not expect that to happen tonight. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I think it went to someone randomly. Indigo Claremont, if you're there, you're now a sub. Well done. Congratulations. So, on return to town, I will give you a little bit of time to chat amongst yourselves before we roll out the noose. I'm switching up, you see. Conversation for nominations. Over to you, Sarah.
No conversation. I just want to be the first to nominate.
Okay, I shall come back if there's no other conversation.
I mean, I haven't spoken
I
to
don't think she
Dizzy,
should.
but I think there is some evidence that Dizzy may have Fangu jumped last night. Because I do
No.
trust Amy, and it's
Oh,
it might not be. There could be some poison stuff going on, but yeah.
Okay, that puts you in the front. No, that puts me and Danny in the frame.
Oh, you could have been the drunk one, and we'd have two outsiders in that world. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mage, go for it.
Can I nominate Danny?
You can. Go for it. Tell us why.
If the clockmaker's information is correct, and if I'm trusting the people who I'm trusting, and if I'm trusting the information that I've been given, Danny and Dizzy are sus. And if Dizzy was the minion or past or whatever, then it's Danny. And I'm sorry, I can't be more concise than that. It's just a feeling.
All right. Any defense? Danny.
I'm not sure I can really refute just a feeling. If you want to come forward with like some information that I can maybe like help out with, then feel free to. Maybe look at like
Open to any pertinent.
But are you, Danny? Do you want to?
I don't really want to say thanks.
Okay, I do have pertinent, and I'm going to say that I was the artist, and my question was, is the demon an even number of seats away from me? And the answer was no. So we can infer from that it's either Bri, Danny, Mage, or Amy.
Okay.
And if Brian is good, and obviously you got to take that on faith, that there's 3 spaces between the minion and the demon, the Mage's information matches up exactly correctly, with it being Dizzy and Danny. I'm not saying this is the truth. I'm just saying that is a world that I kind of come back from the information that I've got.
We haven't identified an outsider yet, so I'm skeptical because anybody here could be still.
Yeah,
Run it at this point. We need 3 votes to put Danny on the block. Good luck.
Oh shit!
Oh.
What?
Organ grinder.
That is
I think
a
that rules
number
out.
of votes.
That's interesting.
Oh, I don't like that.
okay.
So what?
I do think that kind of rules out Fangu jump though. No.
No, well, I think it's
Yeah.
looking less likely to
An
me.
organ grinder and a Fangu.
What's
Mickey?
We all right still to nominate?
Yep.
Mickey nominates Amy.
Amy is executed and dies. Good night.
Oh.
What is going on?
What?
That's,
I mean, fair, it's got me off.
That's unfortunate because Amy was one of the people I was trusting.
Well, it's fine.
No, it's fine, but we lose an execution. We
will
now
say
only
that
have one shot at the demon.
This is really helpful with my information though, because it completely eliminates Amy, which leaves 3 people who could be the demon.
There was a lot of sus on Amy, so I just want to eliminate that.
This is causing havoc.
Taking out the tea lady. Jesus. All right, fair enough. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to...
And with the tea lady being good as well. Like, Mickey knew exactly what she was doing there. That was like, bam.
Let's get
Rich also
Dizzy
got it.
in. On a Dizzy.
Hello.
Hello. Because you are rigor mortis killed, you get to pick still. Do you want to be drunk or sober?
I'll be sober. Yeah, fine.
You out now. Fair enough. Cool. All right then. Great.
Cheers, bye.
Cheers. Sorry, what were you saying about Rich?
Rich, like the first chat they went into without even speaking to Mickey, someone went, what happened there is like, oh, Mickey's the amnesiac and she chose me, and so he just had it straight away. I was like, geez.
See, the question is whether, because I've talked, because when she got the bingo, I did say to her, you can't have it on the same person twice in one night.
Okay.
So that we'll see who she picks, whether she puts it on someone she trusts or, you know, but yeah, whether she's not told certain people and therefore hopes that she can give it to them without them using it. I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Vigor Mortis next. Hello.
Mickey is quite hard claimed, or like hard, like quite like confirmed. So I'm going to get rid of Mickey.
Okay, no, thank you very much.
I'm just going to double check that I've said the right name.
Mickey, the one that I married.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
cool.
you. That one.
That
Cool.
one.
No, because I've made this mistake before where I've just said the entirely wrong word.
We know.
And I don't want to repeat of the first stream. Go
You
back and watch
know,
the first stream if you
shame
don't know what I'm talking about. It was embarrassing.
No worries.
Just a little plug for you there. Yeah, I think that my best play here is to play on the ambiguity of drunkenness. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Because if people think that, yeah, sorry.
Mickey, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Just going into my mind palace, thinking it through. Yeah.
Sorted. All done for you. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's actually worked out quite nicely. The Amnesiac got a really powerful ability, and now they've taken it away from them. So it's all fair and nice. Ravens.
Red Panda, I'm definitely on your wavelength. I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I guess one of the things that makes it a little bit easier to manage once you get used to it is that tokens are meant to be read exclusively with the tokens text. And once you start to lean into that, it starts to make it easier to make judgment calls. And then you kind of do it on the fly. If you was to ask me right now to give you the exact ability of any one of the 150 odd characters, I couldn't probably do for everyone. Some I could have, But a lot of it just comes down to trusting your own instincts on it as well. And when you know it enough to know how the game basics work, everything else kind of fits in that schema. So practice makes perfect on these kind of things. I'm not gonna lie, like my first 50 games, I made so many mistakes. And now it's rarer, but it does happen. Mistakes happen every time a storyteller plays. It's just one of those things that can happen. But yes, at least Danny didn't get the names wrong. That's the big thing on this one. She got the right one. So I think the only person we need to speak to is Sarah. Sarah is poisoned, and technically the demon did not vote yesterday. They were nominated, so we should probably tell her a yes, just to throw some shade out there, and then we can decide after that whether you want to throw things around left and right. But I think for this one, we'll start with a yes. Let's go. Hello there.
Hello.
You learn that yes.
Right. Thanks.
No worries. It's always funny when people realise they haven't taken notes if they're the flower girl. It's like, shit, who wrote it yesterday? Right, that's everyone. Let's get him back because I don't want to keep him on for too much longer. And let's start them off. Yes, cool. All right, let's do it.
Oh. Your sock.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Can't move.
Killed in the evening. Nikki.
Yeah.
Dead as a dodo.
Good
No
friend.
longer with us, etc., etc. There are 4 of you left, which means you can have 3 minutes, your last day of private chats. Use it well. Good luck.
There he is. I'm coming, Mama. I did mention it to Danny that I was going to.
Yeah,
apparently
no,
she had a
they-
bit of sus on Amy, so I was like, well, she's. I had a little bit of sus on
So
her as well.
Amy's, I think Amy was probably genuinely the tea lady. I don't think Amy is a tea lady kills Dizzy. Also, if Brian is sober and Amy's evil, one of us two have to be the minion or the demon. So I would have to be the demon, or you would have to. You are obviously not. You're hard confirmed. We should have.
Yeah,
I should have claimed Amnesiac yesterday and tried to get killed, and the Raven Keeper.
Yeah.
I think.
Nah, in all fairness, I think it might be Brian and Mage.
I think it might be Brian and Mage. I would rather go Mage, but we shouldn't kill today. We should sleep today because we've got 4 alive.
Yeah, true. And see who you think. But also,
I'm trusting Danny. It could easily be Danny. But
is she claimed innkeeper to you, Danny?
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
Who she claimed to save though?
So apparently she picked Amy and Mage on the night when Dizzy died, which does make sense if Amy was made drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know if she picked last night. I'd have hoped she'd have picked you, to be honest.
Right. All right.
All
Thanks.
right. Bye.
The wild to that is that Dizzy was actually evil.
No, because Dizzy died. Who goes first? Innkeeper goes first before the demon kills.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to find out why both my neighbours died.
Because so that day, so it's night 2, or yeah, it's night 2. If you're drunk, then that means that it's fine for Dizzy to die because your ability wouldn't be working on
I'd
Dizzy.
still be drunk all that time.
If he is evil, then that's a ballsy move to play as a clockmaker.
I mean, the one thing where if Brian's good, there is a world that I killed the minion. I know I didn't kill the minion. Rue has to be good. So Rue has to be good because we had an organ grinder after he died.
Yeah.
Therefore, annoyingly, all the demon candidates based on his artist question.
You know what? I did get Amy, and I know we'll see on this if anyone does nominate. Hopefully we don't. But if we have no organ grinder thing, maybe
it's
she
possible.
Was evil. And if she's evil and Brian's to be believed, Danny's the evil one.
No, it's me.
It's you.
I want to say.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can. It's only got 20 seconds left. We don't have much time.
We really don't.
Okay.
I know I haven't protected anybody, but like it's been a bit weird. Like I didn't think that Dizzy would die. I didn't speak to Dizzy. Mickey, I guess it makes sense for them to go to Mickey. I just didn't want to like block her ability.
There's there's a lot of information pointing towards you. That's all.
Yeah, we shouldn't even nominate today though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shouldn't nominate at all because as soon as we nominate, we're final day. I think. Because
Is that how it works, folks?
Well, no, because we have an organ grinder, so we can't know if anyone's on the block.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
That being said, I'm going to go straight to. If I don't see a hand for nomination, I will close the day. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy one more night. That's all you're going to get.
Well,
so everybody was in private chats and I.
All right.
Nice.
Final night. Let's get. I believe it's Vigor Mortis. No, it's Organ Grinder first.
Organ Grinder.
I decided that I've had enough of this, and I'm just gonna have a few more, and another one, and another one, and get quite drunk again.
Okie
Yeah.
doke. We're going to drunk you. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye. Interesting.
Really interesting.
Just to see if maybe that's to track what Evil's doing, so she knows when to vote, when not to vote.
But this is the final day.
Surely staying alive would have thrown shade that there was 2 evils alive, right? Maybe they're trying to paint a world where there's only 1 evil alive. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. We'll see how that shakes out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the Vigor Mortis. Danny. Hello.
Hello.
Who would you like to kill today? Tonight, sorry.
I think I have to kill Brian.
Brian it is. Thank you very much.
I'm so nervous. I don't know how this is going to go. I feel like my best play is to just like push evil / like drunkenness towards people who have like information on me. Because I don't think Mage has like any hard proof on her information on her being good. Neither does Brian. So their word is as good as mine. Although I haven't been proven either as an innkeeper. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna kill.
You're not going to kill.
Yeah, can I not kill? Can I put it on a
kill someone who's already dead?
Yeah. Oh, that Dizzy. She's just so suspicious to me. Wait, I don't know if that's gonna ruin everything. Just gonna put it on Mickey just to be safe. It doesn't ruin anything.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Mickey, it is. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Cheers. The fuck is going on, Em?
What?
What are we doing?
What? Why would you do that?
For those of you watching, Evil is just giving
what are you
another
trying to
day.
paint?
Yeah, they've just given another day with no. Danny's gonna have to explain this. When you watch this back, Danny, we both don't know what you're doing. We both don't understand.
No idea, because there is no reason why anyone would be saved at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Innkeeper. She's
Hang
claiming
on.
innkeeper, isn't she?
She's claiming innkeeper. That's what. Yes.
Okay, maybe that's cleverer than we give her credit for.
Okay, yeah, that's very clever. Yeah, sorry. So Ian, she's claiming innkeeper, and one of the people she's chosen can't die tonight.
Right.
So she's claiming that they were the ones picked.
Yeah. No one voted yesterday, so we'll go tell Mage that. But then after that, that's it. Interesting.
Yeah, it's very smart.
Ah. Hello.
Hello.
We're here to tell you that we're useless again tonight. Sorry, love. We have to come and see you, though.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, thanks.
Okay, then that is it. So I don't think anyone's claiming the other two, are they?
I feel like that's a good clip of us going like...
Oh, that's a great clip. Em just falls out of the seat and she's telling me what the clip should be. Let me find out what she meant. Hold on.
Hi.
Which
Sorry,
clip was that? Sorry, I just said that might be the clip. You falling out your chair as we talk about which clip it should be.
Yeah. Of us going like... Oh, innkeeper.
I might not have time to do it tonight. I have to see someone else would be kind enough to go through and clip some stuff. If you're watching, find some clips, clip it for us. It's really helpful. Right, let's do this for maybe again. It might not be last day. Fair enough. I'm so confused. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff.
Morning.
Oh, don't get quiet on me now, folks. You lot should be happy. Nobody died last night.
Yo!
Yes!
3 minutes. I'm taking away your private chats. No more private chats.
Right, I got something to say. Because I'm finally proven.
I mean, yeah, almost. You could have sunk, but yeah.
Can we stop doing this?
Oh,
like
geez.
every time I get the possibility of being proven, you're like, no, wait. Okay.
Come on, Danny.
I am your innkeeper. Last night I picked Ravenkeeper and Clockmaker. Me and Rich did a role swap. That's why you might have heard him say like innkeeper, by the way. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Do you want to do like a round robin?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Smarty, do you want to facilitate that, or?
So we'll go from the top. Danny.
Hello, I'm your innkeeper. Night 2, I picked Amy and Mage. Night 3, I picked Brian and Mage. And then last night I picked Rich and Brian.
Okay. Just a quick reminder, sorry, not that Danny did it, but just share info, no theories. Mickey.
Hi, I'm your amnesiac who got asked to choose a player on night 1. I chose Brian. Not Brian, I chose Rich. And yeah, I'm the reason that we've had a couple of deaths. I did guess my ability. It's whoever I nominated, the first person they nominate dies instantly. So yeah, but now I'm dead.
Hey, Mage.
I'm your flower girl, and thanks to the organ grinder, I've been totally useless.
Dizzy.
I'm the chambermaid. I decided not to share any of my information, but just a giggle.
Amy.
I am your totally useless tea lady. Not serving tea, probably serving beer. Maybe.
Yeah.
Beer lady. Scooby-Roo.
I'm the artist. As I mentioned before, my question was, is the demon sat an even number of seats away from me? And that was a no. Again, I would think that then they tried to target Rich last night, but he was protected.
Brian.
I am. Well, my token says Clockmaker, but the information you've given me and what we've got left on the board of there's 2 evil players would leave Rich and Mage. But from what's going on and the sounds of things, it's very likely that I'm possibly your drunk outsider.
Okay, and Rich.
I'm the Ravenkeeper.
Hey, and that is your returned Christmas bird.
So here's the thing: we don't have
Oh,
a
Robin.
pucker. We can't have a pucker because Mickey's ability worked the night
before
they
they
died.
died.
So we can't have a pucker, which means we have a vigor mortis or a fangoo. If we have a vigor mortis, we don't have a drunk. If we have a fangoo, they've almost certainly jumped already.
And if they've jumped
Yeah.
into the drunk,
And they haven't jumped into the drunk. They've jumped into the golem, the barber, or the saint, who are keeping quiet about
Yeah,
it.
true.
And now
But does that make? I'm not sure if it makes sense for there to still be like organ. But if the organ grinder ability is happening, then
Yeah, well, that
doesn't make
means
it
we've got an
people.
alive organ grinder. It
Oh,
could
yeah,
be
yeah.
that Dizzy is the organ grinder. But if Dizzy's the organ grinder, Brian would have to be the demon.
Nominations are open, folks.
I just don't think that choosing Clockmaker is like.
Yeah, it's weird for unless
And it is
Rue is a minion, demon. No, it doesn't work because we had organ grinder going on after.
No, we had an organ grinder thing.
Rue has to be good. Rue's then confirming me is not the demon.
The organ
Yeah, and-
grinder was going on after I died too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I was working out if Vigor Mortis would work because then.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was working just before I killed Amy.
Yeah.
Organ grinder. So if it still works on this,
Yeah, but then
Wait,
we,
yeah.
we didn't nominate it.
No,
yeah, exactly.
it-
But at least we'll find out on this one who when we
Yeah.
nominate if it's private. Then
If we have a Vigor Mortis, it has to be Brian because we'd have no drunk. Therefore, the Clockmaker 3 doesn't. Actually, no. You could have Danny as a Vigor Mortis, but they would have to be. I don't think that fits because I think we need Danny to make Amy drunk.
We are going to hit
Oh,
an
we
ad
would-
in 1 minute, so you have 1 minute to nominate, folks.
I'll nominate Brian.
Okay, tell us why.
It's 50-50 between Mage Spell and Brian. I don't know which one it is. Probably should go. I'll just pick Brian.
All right. Defense, Brian?
Yeah, I've been open since day one. I hard claimed from day one. If it was the demon, it was going to be a very weird bluff to give you a thing that was spent after day one that you could have put on the block any day because I'm spent whatsoever. If we're looking at me and Mage has claimed Flower Girl, which is great because if there's as we know, there's an organ grinder in Saints, you can just say, well, my power's not work. So it's a really good bluff to hide behind. So yeah, I'm the Clockmaker. Don't kill me.
Okay, opens pertinent.
I think Flower Girl's a great bluff for the organ grinder. I don't think for the demon. I don't know why we're not. I mean, I feel sorry for saying this, but I don't know why we're not thinking it might be Rich. We're pushing very hard on these two. Anyway, this is
the artist.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to run it. We need 2 votes.
Do we need to wait? Do we need to wait for the advert?
I'm just trying to snooze.
And I need you to check your messages as well.
Okay.
Mickey, can I ask what you got for your amnesiac ability? Because was it like confirming like townsfolk that you picked?
It was just the very first person that I picked.
I'm going to run it because
Okay. That doesn't have to be.
We need to run this before we talk about anything else. 2 votes needed. Here we go. Three is enough. Any other nominations? Brian?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to nominate back. I'm a bit sus that Dizzy voted out of nowhere, so if my 3 works, that puts Dizzy and Danny on the block, but I'm not gonna go after Danny. Dizzy's looking around quite suspiciously. I don't have to go after. I don't know, Rich.
You can go after him if you want.
Building a world, but
It's not Rich. If he might be a minion, but he's not the demon.
What's that called? Brian, is it Richard or?
I'm going to go after. Going to nominate Mage.
Okay. Tell us why.
Because I'm sure as hell the Clockmaker, and I don't want to die, so I want someone else to die.
All right. Sarah?
I am the Flower Girl. I'm still dying on that hill that it's Danny, but if you vote for me and you kill me, it's game over and evil's won. So yeah, carry on.
All All right, open to the pertinent.
Nate, you're gonna nominate Danny?
Can I ask, just because this is somewhat pertinent. On day one, I went to mage, and I told you my actual, I told you Ravenkeeper and Innkeeper because that's what role I am, and the one that I switched with mage, and you seemed like super suspicious of me for no reason. Was that because Richard come to you before and said Innkeeper?
Yeah.
Okay, well that was a role swap.
Well, if you're going to keep doing that, you're going to keep throwing shade on yourself. So yeah.
3 to tie, 4 to execute.
I think it's safe.
I can't make the Clockmaker 3 world work with Mage Spell. I think it's Danny and a Fangu or Brian and a Vigor Mortis, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But
4 is
It's
enough.
it's too late now.
Final call.
Well, I can nominate Danny, but no one's going to go with me on this, are they?
Any other things to add to your accusation?
No, just want to be able to say that I had a go.
Danny, defense.
I don't think there's. Last night I put it onto Rich and Bri. Neither of them died. Yeah, I could have sunk the kill, but I feel like I've been very open about being this character for a while. It makes sense of certain things that happened, around. I'm not sure. I'm fairly certain Amy is good, but then just my drunkenness probably messed that up. Yeah, that's the only. I don't think there's anything proving May just Flower Girl, and I don't think there's anything other than last night proving me as Innkeeper.
All right, open Spurtnum.
I'll take. As far as I can tell, Mage can only be the demon with Brian, and Brian's the one who nominated Mage. Otherwise, the Clockmaker number doesn't work, and if we have a Fangu, the numbers don't work.
Yeah.
I might have missed something.
We're gonna run this.
Guys, we're seeing hands on the vote. Does that mean we've killed our organ grinder?
Or they've made themselves drunk, which they can also do.
Yeah, one of the two. Yeah.
4 to tie, 5 to execute. Here we go.
I do think it's Mage.
Game over. Game over.
We've already.
Yeah.
We've already done one, yeah.
Fine.
Already done one.
Day's gonna close. Let's see another hand in 3, 2, 1. Sarah is executed and dies. Danny,
Beginner.
give me a name.
Oh, Brian?
Brian would have died in the night and the game would have been over. The game is over and Evil has won. Congratulations, Team Evil.
Well played. Was it Danny and Amy?
So,
For my benefit.
let's start
Danny and Dizzy.
with your artist. You asked a clever question, actually. Absolutely truthful when they said that what they asked. Is the demon even number of seats away from me? The answer is no. We should come back to that in a second, although some of you will have worked that out already. Brian, the Clockmaker, who got an accurate number. Again, you'll see that in just a second. The Ravenkeeper, who didn't die, and therefore wasn't chosen to be woken up. The Amnesiac, who gave the Ravenkeeper the ability on day one by picking them to execute and kill the first person they nominate. Which then Mickey took in hand herself and then was killed because they were just too dangerous, according to the demon. The poor flower girl, who was pretty much stymied by the combination of the Amnesiac instant execution and the organ grinder, who was still able to affect the game on the last day and chose to be drunk because you had a tea lady in Amy and a vigor mortis in Danny.
I knew it.
There was no outsider. We took him away from this game because we didn't want any risk that Brian would end up being the outsider again.
Oh my god, we were so focused on the outsiders.
There was no outsider in that game. We moved to Mortis. Congratulations, Danny and Dizzy.
Well done.
I like it. It mechanically couldn't be Sarah. The numbers didn't work on any.
Yeah.
Sarah had
And
to
yet
leave it with
still nobody believed and still everybody voted for me.
Well,
And
don't
I
feel
feel
bad,
bad.
Sarah.
I feel bad.
To quote the chat at the moment, I can feel Mage's frustration through the screen. She's had it right for 3 nights.
Yes.
Yes, but nobody else sees it. They saw
I'm
it.
sorry.
You
you
were
were the-
evil. You were also evil of the past couple of games as well, which I don't think-
Exactly, which means that by the law of averages, I should have at least been given a shot.
Oh,
You
they
need
did,
to give
yeah.
yourself a shot, though. Like your nomination on Danny was just like, well, no one's going to believe me, but I'm just going to try this anyway.
I think I've got a good lie read on Dizzy in future, though, to be honest.
What's that? Every time she
You
opens her
gotta
mouth.
tell.
She's got to tell.
Oh, really? Are you
Oh my
going to
God,
share
no.
that tell, or are you going to keep that secret?
She likes to shift her eyes to the right and upwards.
Now,
You guys knew you guys knew I was evil. I just all of a sudden went, yeah, I'm the chambermaid. And I
Oh yeah,
turned,
this,
and
I
then
think we all knew Dizzy was
oh,
evil.
I was like, what's going on?
Oh, I tell you what. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I couldn't shift it to Bri because, like, in order for it to like make sense of Bri's info, Bri has to be like good.
also, just to confirm, Amy, Tea Lady, so your neighbour to your left died first because Dizzy was evil.
Yeah.
Then
Makes
Dizzy
sense.
died. And we were like, okay, you're now going to start activating. And then you died.
Yeah.
So we were all ready for like, ooh, Tea Lady protection, and then you got taken out just when you were
Oh,
about to be useful. So yeah.
So was Sarah poisoned at the end as well?
Yes. We had to decide.
That
whether
was
we were
chosen
gonna...
by our chat.
Yeah.
I didn't stand a chance.
We threw that. We basically said, should we poison the Tea Lady who now has the chance to protect someone, or the Flower Girl who might or might not learn? And to be fair to you, Sarah, it doesn't matter about the organ grinder. We still would have told you the demon voted within the organ grinder thing. So yeah, it just didn't happen. Yeah, unlucky. Well done, evil team again. And Danny, I still don't trust you.
Never do.
Yeah, well played, Danny.
Okay,
I feel bad. I'm sorry, mate.
I'm going to call it there for this stream. I'm going to take it back to the camera. But if anyone wants to say goodbye, thanks very much to the chat and the rest of it. Please do now.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
I'll be back in just a second. I'm going to go say goodbye to the stream, and I'll be right back with you all. That one. Hello. So we are basically going to call it there for the night. Thank you very much for joining us again. We are going to basically be back next week for another one of these. We also have our Wednesday stream, which is Participate. So if you like party games and that kind of stuff, please feel free to come along and join us. You can actually play along on those streams as well, kind of come in and play as a player. Thank you, Absolute Zero. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Red Panda, for being along and supporting the stream. It's really, we really kind of appreciate it. If you ever do want to play, feel free to join the server, that one there, and come and play along. But if this is your first time joining us, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Smarty, aka Nick. I'm a shared XP storyteller saying thank you for joining us again. Join us next week for more madness with Blood on the Clocktower, with Chaos on the Clocktower, and don't forget Wednesdays Participate for fun party game stuff. And if you ever need anything corporate training wise, or you want us to come and run a game for your school, youth club, all that kind of stuff, we are available for hire. Drop us a DM. Thanks very much, folks. See you next time. Cheers. Bye-bye.